Good Tuesday evening, everybody. Tuesday Night Baseball in the eMLB universe just about to get underway. We got a good one for you, we know that. First look at the Phillies this season. We'll get another look at the Braves, who continue to retool, readjust, and try to reposition in a division that's still fairly possible for anybody to take it over. That even includes the Braves and New York Mets, currently tied for last. It's not my way of saying we think it's the weakest division, just that it's anybody's ball game, pun intended. We hope you have had a great Tuesday thus far. Good start to your week. We have a great game ahead of us. We're not one, not two, but three different community creative players will be making their major debut. Well, we'll start off like that by Hebrew deciding I will gift a sub to one of my players.
Evil does not wear a bonnet!
And then right behind that, Aiden says I will do a gifted sub myself. Thank you to you both. Both of our GMs who will be managing in tonight's game. We're just about ready to transition over. 3-day sim ahead of us. Game 1 is already done. If you're in the Discord, you know what took place. There's the Discord if you want to join us, especially if you are interested in being a part of what you're going to see tonight. Remember, 3 community creative players, CCP for short, are making either their national broadcast or their eMLB Major League debuts tonight. Got plenty to talk about. Lots of stories all over the place, so where is he? Hey, dude! You in the back! You asleep on me?
Let's go while we're young.
There he is. Jeez. Just so used to him heckling me to get going. I was ready. Dude tried to make like a tree and split. Or leave. Depends on your angle on life. I think we're ready to do our thing, shall we? Just needed a little music. Yeah, we got to build it up. Not much you can build up on lo-fi music, though, can you? I think we can. Let's go!
Welcome. Come in. Fresh victims for my ever-growing army of the undead.
Sir, you have to let go of the button.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I tell you, one of those days I will always remember. Just a slow trigger finger. You know, just always going to keep the finger on the button. Or, you know, make like a banana and split. Nah, I like make like a tree and split, because unfortunately a lot of that took place down in the southeast, which we hope all of our friends in the Florida area are recovering as best as they can, and that everything is safe and that you don't have too much issues. My family is okay. Minimal damage in their case. My business partner who retired says his 17-footer is submerged. Boat salvageable. Not so much on the motor. Half his seawall's down. Tough. So we'll hope the best for our friends down in the southeast. But we are here to have fun and to entertain you. It is the Fluffy Kitty Ninjas show. I am Commish LB. Everyone calls me Commish. My friends will call me LB. Well, wife's in a mood, at least today. Probably because the kids have just been driving her nuts. So 4-letter words are probably more likely in the nearer future than farther future. Unfortunately. Anyway, but we leave that right for her. She earns that right. We ask you when you're around here, be good. Make like, I was going to say make like a tree and split. Yeah, if you want. But we ask you to be kind, rewind, the kind of blockbuster rules in effect. I'm a professional dad. I don't put up with much that I wouldn't put up with from my kids. So just do the good thing. And above all else, say hi to the highly overpaid censor that we have around here.
Watch your language, you bud. We're on the air.
Yeah, what Daffy said. But we welcome you. It is eMLB Tuesday Night Baseball. It's a 3-day sim. We already had 1 day completed. Let's take a peek at what happened around the eMLB universe on Monday, June 8th in 2026. And we will get to current action here for you to watch around the universe. We'll start with the Royals taking on the Astros in Kansas City. Astros tried to stay in this one after giving up 4 in the bottom of the 7th. Could not do it. Devin Watts locks down his 8th save on the year, and that is Carmen Quezada. CQ will get his 2nd win on the year as the Royals will defeat the Astros 5-4. The Athletics will come up 5-2 winners against the Jays. Zach Tregaton will earn his 3rd victory of the year. That's a Duplantier, but it's Andre Duplantier getting his 2nd save on the season. And 3 home runs from the Athletics on the day. Jeremy Ironman, Jordan Grohan, and Andy Rodriguez to help the Athletics win. The Phillies defeated the Braves in Game 1 of that 3-game set. We'll be watching Game 2 here shortly. Phillies winning 6-5 with a homer in the top of the 9th. I believe it was a homer from Bryce Harper in that one. James Caprillion earning the victory. Kyle Crick, who recently got acquired from Toronto, earned his 2nd save on the year. The Reds will defeat the Cardinals by a 4-2 score. Zach DaCosta. No, that's Franklin DaCosta. Come on, Commish. Franklin DaCosta getting the win in that one for the Reds. Trey Griffey, Edgar Barrios, the dominant duo, continue to pound the ball. 19 homers for Griffey, 22 now for Barrios, who seems to love life here in Cincy to this point. Royce Lewis continues to love life in St. Louis. 14 home runs on the year for him. So I got to think that 4-for-1 trade the Cardinals did, they must be happy with it at this point. The Giants, or should I say the 49ers, just thumped the Green Bay Packers 17-0. Rich Heisler throwing for 2 touchdowns. Aaron Nixon kicking a field goal. That doesn't sound right. No, Rich Heisler earned his 1st win on the year. Had help from Aaron Nixon, who had a couple home runs on the day. 11 runs were scored in just the 6th inning alone by the Giants. Giants have to be considered the real deal at this point. Cubs will defeat the Marlins by doubling them up. 8-4 winners in that one. Ken Herbeck Jr. leading the offensive charge with his 15th home run on the year. And finally, behind my big old head for day 1, the Dodgers will go extras, as in 14 innings, to face off against the Nationals. A 2-run homer in the bottom of the 14th sent the home Dodger fans happy. Home runs from Cody Bellinger, 22 on the year for Bellinger. Rod Metzler and the Dill Bomber, Charlie Dillard, gets a home run as well. Yes, you know you want to, just do it. We need at least 2 more that are willing to risk their tails in the free-for-all. You get some good points when you win. Joe Diggs got the player of the game in the loss on that one. Well, he pitched well, but the offense couldn't help him in the end of it. All right, so we'll take a quick peek at injuries. Had a few. Let's see. We'll start with Jason Dewey. He was injured getting hit by a pitch, bruised his thigh. Ouch, bang. That'll just affect him for a few days, but he's still able to play through it. Vic Rodriguez was injured in a collision at a base. He sprained his wrist. Day-to-day on that, but it's going to affect him for the next week or two. We'll see if they're going to put him on the injured list or not. Ray Ornelas from the Orioles has a quadriceps soreness running the base. That will probably affect him for a good portion of this sim week that we are in. Michael Busch also injured in a collision at a base. Don't know the extent of his injury yet. Albert Almora was hit by a pitch for the Yankees, ended up being a bruised foot. He'll be day to day, but it might slow him down a bit here for at least a week or so. So, one other news of note here. Sir Didi Gregorius, the Aruban. Oh wait, the Dutchman. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of Xander Bogaerts. Sir Didi Gregorius has announced he will retire at the end of the year, hitting just 163 so far in 49 at-bats with the Cubs. 246 career homers with a 267 average for Sir Didi. Been a good career. Don't think there's any sight for the Hall of Fame for him. Would have to say he had his best years, probably just a little bit more success as a member of the Orioles leading up to the Orioles roster you now see than his time with the Yankees. More prime Didi Gregorius in the Oriole years, but Didi has announced today he is planning to retire this offseason. He was going to be a free agent anyway. So just making note, a player with near 1,700 hits, almost 250 home runs, has announced he will hang it up at the end of the year. He is 36 years old. I think he'll turn 37. Nope, he'll be 36 at the end of his contract. All right, let's look at today's action. This is day 2 of this 3-day sim. We will start with your traditional battle between the Sox and the Yankees, this time from Yankee Stadium. Ethan Wood will be making his major league debut, the highly touted prospect for the Yankees. The 23-year-old right-hander will be taking on the Red Sox. Pablo Lopez gets the ball for the Sox. He's been improving of late, 4-3 with a mid-4 ERA. That's a 6-10 start in the Bronx. The Rays will be taking on the White Sox in tonight's action. Gotta think that the Rays have the toughest luck so far for any team under 500. If you look at their run differential is significantly better than the Yankees, but they find themselves basically with the same win count and 3 more losses in hand to this point. They'll send the pride of Tewksbury, Ben Spears, to the hill. Denny Martinez, who's 3-2 with a low 2 ERA, will oppose him. That one's in Tampa tonight at 6:35. Orioles will host the Pirates on interleague action from Camden Yards. Gene Hughes, who recently got called up. Can you tell he just got called up because he's still wearing his Norfolk Tides uniform? We got to get those updated. He'll be pulling tough duty after going 2-0 so far. He's got the two-way stud Cody Koshin to face off against tonight. Koshin is 2-4 with a mid-4 ERA. That one is in Baltimore tonight at 7:05. Tigers hosting the Angels. The Angels have been getting really hot up late. They'll send Showtime Shohei Ohtani to the hill tonight. 5-3 on the year with an ERA just over 4. Matt Manning 1-0 on the year, ERA just under 5. That's a Comerica Park game at 7:10. Royals will take on the Astros. Forrest Whitley, 3-0 on the year. ERA, he'd like that to be better than it is. He'll take on Nate Eovaldi, getting another opportunity here in the starting role. 1-5 with a 6.2. That's at Kauffman Stadium at 7:30. The Mets will be taking on the Rangers. Mason Englert will be making his season debut. He went 5-1 last year with an ERA under 3. in about 85 innings of work. Cassie Thurman, community created player of Jamie Thurman, will be the starter in Texas for that one. That's at Globe Life Field. Rangers win that one. They will be back at 500. That'll put 4 teams in the American League West at 500 or better. The Jays will take on the Athletics. Bodie Raskin scheduled to get the ball for the Jays. Frankie Montas now starting to look more and more like the guy that they need from old to be the guy for at least the rest of this year. Montas 2-1 with a 5.23 ERA. Out west, one other game on the American League docket. It is the Mariners hosting the Twins at T-Mobile Park. Andrew Manrique is 4-2 on the year, mid-3 ERA. He'll draw Emerson Hancock. Hancock is 5-4 with a similar ERA. 10-10 start from T-Mobile Park. In the National League, the Cards and the Reds will do battle once again. Dakota Hudson, recent acquisition, will take on Lance McCullers in that one. McCullers having a nice little rebirth season, 6-2 with a 3.2 ERA. Hudson is 3-4 with a mid-5 to this point. Over in Milwaukee, San Francisco will take on Walker Buehler and the Brewers. Ethan Candela, the community created player of Sean Paxlier, on the hill tonight. The knuckleball specialist is 9-2 with an ERA of 2.29. He will try to get the 20th win on the road all season for the Giants against Buehler, who's 7-1 and 3.75 ERA. Should be a good pitching matchup there. Marlins will take on the Cubs. Garrett Cole back to the hill against Steven Randolph, another knuckleballer. You guys love your knuckleballers, apparently. Well, as a Tim Wakefield fan, there's too many of you. Steve Randolph, 3-1, 4.19 ERA. Cole trying to keep his ERA south of 7 here to this point. Here's your game of the day. We'll feature this one in a moment. On to San Diego taking on the Diamondbacks. Connor Siebel gets the ball. 6-1, 3.86, adjusting well to life in the West Coast. Jared Southard has been pitching just as well himself. 4-2 with a 2.76 ERA. Action from the desert, 840. Diamondbacks looking to go 500 on the season, as well as 500 at home, as they are one game under 500 respectively in both situations. Indians take on the Rockies. Kyle Hendricks on the hill, 2-4, 4.37 for the Indians. It'll be Ryan Feltner getting the ball for the Rockies, 1-5, 5.87 ERA. As you know, it's Coors, so that's not too terrible, Ryan. And finally, Nationals, the world champions, will take on the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine. Julio Reyes to the hill for the Dodgers. Ty Madden looking to go 8-0 this year. Probably the surprise pitcher for the Nats so far this year. You're used to Joe Diggs, the Illusionist, pitching pretty darn good. Ryan Rollison rolling along, etc., etc. But Ty Madden, 7-0, 3.38 ERA. We'll see if he goes for win number 8 tonight. There's your matchups, barring a rainout. Let's get to the game of the night. Glad I called it because it got rained out. See, Heber, this is why we don't play the third day. So it will become a Wednesday game, and that'll change the whole pen situation from what I disclosed to you guys earlier. So, where does it say? You're going to have a doubleheader now on the 10th. And unfortunately, OOTP doesn't permit you to do like MLB rules and call up the extra players. So, can we get a big F in the chat? Game called on account of Hurricane Ian, apparently. I mean, I guess I could see it's possible that could happen, but realistically, how likely is that to happen? Well, guess what? It just did. And this is why we don't have the final day on our calendar unless we know we're in a dome stadium that's not available just in case this happens, so we still have a backup plan B. Plan B coming into effect. Let's do a quick sim on these games. We'll see what stalls us. Cubby start us off first. Jesus Metler to AAA you go, but he's got to be on the he's got to be on the 40-man roster still. So to AAA you go, sir. Do we have anybody else? Anybody else want to lip? Yes, there's a lot of trades. No, I'm not showing you. There we go. As an Astros fan, we've had domes for like 50 years. What are these other slacker teams doing? All right, so again, apologies. We still expect the same game setup. Both benches, offensively speaking, were rested, so that is not going to be impacted. The bullpens will be improved, though, so we'll be discussing that before we go to betting. Let's look at action on Game 2. Day 2, that is. Red Sox defeating the Yankees 4-1. Pablo Lopez improves to 5-3 on the year. Chris DeMars earns his 15th save on the season. Both teams only got 6 hits. Ethan Wood, unfortunately, gave up all the runs as he goes and leaves in the 5th inning. Sox winning 4-1. The White Sox will defeat the Rays 4-3. That is Zhu Xiaomeng. Zhu Xiaomeng gets the win for the White Sox. He's 1-1 on the year. Joe Kelly Fight Club gets the save, his 4th on the year. Miguel Geraldo chipping in his 7th home run on the season to help the White Sox get to win number 26 on the year. Pirates will defeat the Orioles 10-7, or is it the Steelers outdueling the Ravens 10-7? Either way, it was home run fest for the home team, but they couldn't get the victory. Shervin Newton gets his 10th. Nate Spence, the suspense, gets his 16th. Nate Lowe went deep twice. It's Nick Spence. I said Nate because I had Nate Lowe on the brain too. So he had 2 community-created players with home runs. Nick Spence, Buster Bluth, Cody Koshin, and the Pirates will win it. Oh, by the way, Andrew James, community-created player gets his 11th save on the year. Louis Ramos powers the Rangers past the Tigers with 2 home runs on the day. Shohei Ohtani did the rest, earns win number 6 on the year. Angels 6-1 winners over the Tigers. The Astros will get to win number 41 as they beat the Royals 4-3. That is Corbin Burns earning his 2nd win on the year. Nate Eovaldi falls to 1-6. No, I'm not playing Timmy Trumpet, but Edwin Diaz gets his 22nd save on the year. Did have home runs from Jose Ramirez and Juan Alzagare, though, in the loss for the Royals. Rangers will beat the Mets 5-1. Cassie Thurman earns win number 3 on the year. Had help from Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s 13th. Danny Jansen with 9 home runs on the season. The Jays will beat the Athletics in shutout fashion. 3-0 winners for them. Bodie Raskin getting his 2nd win on the season, as well as Player of the Game honors in that one. They scattered 8 hits on the day, but the A's could not make any runs come across the plate. They will fall to the Jays 3-0. Twins will defeat the Mariners in Seattle.
We would be honored if you would join us.
Frostgrass, thank you very much for hitting the follow. Appreciate that. The Twins win 9-1 against the Mariners. Emerson Hancock gets his 6th win on the year. Had plenty of offense. Both Trevor Larnach and Alex Kirilloff with their 11th home runs on the year. LeRon Smith goes deep twice. 2 home runs for Smith, 16 on the season. It is a 9-1 win for those Twins. In the National League, Cardinals come back to defeat the Reds 12-4. Dakota Hudson getting his 4th win on the season. Had help from Joe Adell with his 13th home run. Trey Griffey had another home run in as many days, now 20 on the season for the community creative player. Giants keep on rolling. Ethan Candela, 10 wins on the season for him. 7-4 victory over the Brewers. Michael Sean Kane with his 9th home run on the year for MSK. The Cubs will defeat the Marlins 9-2. Steve Randolph earns his 4th win on the year. He had plenty of help offensively. Jackie Roberts showing that Grand Slam home run on opening day is not a fluke. He's got 15 home runs on the season now. Danny White with a homer, and the wrecking ball, Danny Smith Jr., 17 home runs on the year. The Diamondbacks will be 5-2 winners against the Padres. The other Keller or the better Keller? Mitch Keller gets his third win on the year as he defeats Connor Siebold and the Padres 5-2. Yuna Kim, the Queen of Diamonds, got her 11th home run on the season, as did lesser-known community-credit player Adrian Danini. Danini, the defensive dynamo, 6 home runs on the season for him. The Indians will pound the Rockies 17-3. Plenty of offense. Bobby Gilliam goes deep twice. It's his first multi-home run game of his career. John Cotton got a home run in his Cleveland debut, as Sadier just said. And Brandon Dieter, also with his 6th home run on the year in the victory. Final game on the calendar that did not get rained out. It's the Nationals playing the Dodgers, and the Nats will win 8-4 off 4 runs difference, all scored in the top of the 9th. Hunter Bishop, his 22nd home run, and Mr. Perennial MVP Juan Soto got his 11th on the year. Check on injuries. Let's see. Al Hinton hit by a pitch. It's an elbow contusion, expected to last a week. Michael Grove for the Royals has forearm stiffness. He will be shelved for about 5 days. Finally, Jared Southern injured while pitching. He's got a sore elbow. He'll be day-to-day. Might not miss his next start, though. We will see. Meanwhile, we have a diagnosis on Michael Busch, who was injured in a collision. It's an oblique strain for him. He is expected to miss at least 2 weeks of baseball. We'll see what the Orioles plan to do with that. I can tell you, but I'll just make you wait. All right, so I don't believe we had any extensions. I stand corrected. Aaron Judge did sign his 2-year contract extension worth $48.8 million. Double checking. That is legit. Everything is good there. Oh, you definitely didn't have to do the team option to that level, but if that's the only way you were going to get him to sign, it worked just fine. Aaron Judge just got paid $48 million deal to stay in Cleveland for at least 2 more years, with the 2nd year being a team option. All right, on to day 3. We can't have 2 rainouts, can we? I hope not. Blue Jays will take on the Athletics again. Travis McGregor will do battle against AJ Puck in that one. It's an afternoon getaway game, 3:35 in Oakland. Red Sox will take on the Yankees again. Mike Bohr, the heartbreaker, having a tough year. ERA low to mid 7s now at this point. Bob Thomas, 1.0. Good pitcher. We won't call him legend. 1-2 with a 4.06 for Thomas. White Sox against the Rays in Tampa. Omar Fernandez is 2-4 on the year. Yasser Guerrero 4-4. ERA under 3 for him. That one's at the Trop at 6:30. Rangers hosting the Mets again. This time Lenny Torres will take on Tyler Dyson in this one. Each one with mid-3 ERAs. 7:05 interleague game in Texas on that one. More interleague action. Jorge Ramos, I believe it's his major league debut. It is. Ramos, the 24-year-old from Magdalena, Mexico, will make his first major league appearance in Baltimore against the Orioles, with Brady Singer opposing him. Singer 1-2 on the year. The Angels will take on the Tigers in Detroit, and Sean Clisby has continued to be rolling. 8-1, 2.32 ERA. Franklin Perez will do battle against him. He's 4-3 with a mid-3 ERA. Should be a decent matchup there. 7-10 start from Comerica in that one. The Royals will take on the Astros. Former Rocky Joe Machado will take on Captain Jorge Barbosa. That is in Kansas City, 9-10 tonight. Barbosa looking for win number 4 on the year. Twins, Mariners in Seattle. Ryan Shaw. Yeah, that's his name, Ryan Shaw. Orbit 1717 on Twitch, community creative player. 3-4 with a sub-5 ERA. He'll take on Brewster Gratterall. Gratterall trying to get over 500 with a victory today. The Twins come into this one 10 games over 500 on the road. Road has been very good to them this season. National League games, afternoon game in Colorado as Cleveland takes on the Rockies. Martin Bradford gets the start. The now 20-year-old, he turned 20 just a couple of sim days ago. 4-2 with a 3.31. Seth Lonsway will oppose him. 3-4. ERA just under 5. Nationals, Dodgers one more time. Ryan Rollison to the hill, 2-3, 4.21. He'll take on the guy who doesn't deserve the button, but we'll give it to him. Snellzilla, Blake Snell, 2-6 on the season, 7.02 ERA. The lefty trying to turn this season around. Heat a 3-10 start. Nationals, Dodgers in Chavez Ravine. We hope this is our game of the day. Game 1. Game 2 will be down behind my head. It is Clay Holmes taking on Connor Thomas in the second game, but we'll be featuring Game 1 in this one since that was the designated game of the night. Cardinals will take on the Reds. Jonathan Stever, 4-2 on the year. He's had a nice turnaround after a tough transition into St. Louis. Christian Scott, the rookie, 2-4, 4.37. He is battling. He hopes to improve on what he has started on. That's a 7-10 start at the Great American Ballpark. Marlins will take on the Cubs. Jake Willis doing battle against Alberto Sojo. Each of these guys were darlings in a past season. Sojo, again, a real big surprise. Willis, the lone Miami All-Star last season. Marlins against the Cubs from Wrigley. Well, first off, Jason, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub. 20 months now. But this guy's put up with me for 22 years. So, I mean, thank you. Thank you kindly. We'll tip the cap and appreciate that. But I've thought about it. I'm thinking also because it's a constant issue when we transition our stuff over to YouTube, I may have to retire the kitty cat dance song. I will apologize in advance because I know some of us just love to dance. But it might be the best for the channel to avoid any risk of DMCA. And that just means that Evil will not wear a bonnet. That's pretty much all it means. So that's a possible change coming up here soon as we continue to evaluate and improve things. And also because it will save us 15 minutes each time the sub takes place with the dancing that we do. But we haven't decided officially, but that's most likely what's happening. So just giving you the early warning. Over to Milwaukee, the Giants will take on the Brewers. We saw Ethan Candela get his 10th win on the year. Jandy Ronson follows suit. Jandy's 9-0, 2.5 ERA. Frank Klaus has had a nice start to his season. He's 4-2 with an ERA of 1.51. That'll be a nice matchup to watch. A couple of left-handers. Final game on the calendar is the Padres taking on the Diamondbacks. It's Mackenzie Gore, 4-4 on the year. Will do battle against Juan DePaula. DePaula, surprisingly, just 2-6 with a low 5 ERA to this point. All right, we're going to try again. Hopefully no rain out. I really wouldn't know what to do if we had another rain out there. Especially if it rained out both games. All right. All right. We will look at the bullpens. The bullpens are going to change, so this is also for reference to our GMs that are playing in tonight's game. First off, any changes, Brian, Hebrew Hammer? Brian, any changes you wish to do here? Hedges in for Rogers. You got it. So duplicate the previous lineup that you gave me because it's trying to throw things around. So Harper, if I set the lineups that you had requested, story would not be in. That would be Johan Camargo. There's a backstory there in a moment. Bobby Orr will make his major league debut. He's going to be hitting in the 5 spot. Jake Lamb here. Hedges goes to the 7 spot. And O'Quinn moves down to 9. Yeah, it messed up because of the rain out. That's got to be my thought. Brian Abreu will get the start in this first game. Unless you choose to change that and send Clay Holmes in this one. But that'll throw me off on my planning that I did. Your call, though. Because of the day off, several guys that were tired look nice and rested now. So we'll look at the bullpen before you guys choose to start putting your bets in tonight. Adam Simber did pitch the prior day. Just a third of an inning, gave up a hit, 2 earned runs, and a walk. Basically, the guys that he couldn't get out scored. But he did get a strikeout. ERA went up 1.5 runs. Just 10 1/3 innings of work for Sim so far this year. Now 35-year-old Submariner from Edgewood, Washington. Kyle Crick got his second save, both as members of the Phillies. 4 perfect innings, just 2 hits, 1 walk to this point since being acquired for cash from Toronto. And he had pitched fairly respectable while with Toronto as well. He is on pace for a low 1 ERA to this point. Kyle Crick expected to be available now after going back-to-back a couple days ago with getting saves. Camilo Doval from the Dominican, last seen back on June 7th. It's now June 10th officially because of the rainout. 2 innings of work, 1 walk in that appearance for Doval. Doval, a second-year veteran. His last time he was in the majors was back in 2023 with the Detroit Tigers, just an inning and a third. Paul Fry, Papa Frita, as he's known, from Waterford Township, Michigan. The left-hander, 33 years old, long-time Oriole. Finds himself 20 innings of work so far this year, 4.05 ERA, 4 wins to his credit. He has acted in the role of an opener here from time to time. Real concern, though, the walks have more than doubled, and the strikeouts are at least a third down from where he used to be. So he has been fairly hittable, and he has been not very precise as he's been in the past. We're going to have to keep a very close eye on Papa Frita. Olsen crushing his KBO to MLB transition at 36. You know, I really have to stop the game from being able to acquire players mid-season like that, because they wouldn't do that. I highly doubt that they would do that. Anyway, DJ Johnson. Johnson from the home where Nike is built, Beaverton, Oregon. The right-hander, 36-year-old, spent most of his career with the Rockies. 5.82 ERA so far this season, but a whip that is so much better to this point. Walks are down half a walk per 9 innings. Strikeouts are way down, but as expected, so are the home runs per 9. James Caprillion got the win on the 8th in the 6-5 victory, even though he did blow the save. Caprillion, 6 starts this year in an opener's role, 18 appearances on the season already, 38 runs, 38 innings to this point. It's the craziest coach you know. Yes, it is. The craziest coach you know. Coming in to say hello, dropping in a 17-month sub. And knowing him, he's going to be vamonosing real quick, because I believe he is getting back onto his calendar here very soon. Quick shout out for Crazy Coach. I think there's a different way to do shout outs now, but I'll do it at least in that format. And I believe the Crowned Royal, or the Take Command franchise, will be starting back up tonight after a week off. Hope all is well with the family, sir. Appreciate you stopping in and saying hello. Sorry I will miss your action tonight. We got a good one here. Jared Miller, the left-hander. Miller pitching 2 1/3 innings against the Braves back on the 8th. Did get a couple strikeouts. That was his debut as a Philly after being traded from Oakland, where his ERA was around 6. We are in early June, June 10th to be exact. Finally, Tyler Olson acting in the closer's role. 13 saves on the year, mid-2 ERA for the 36-year-old from Spokane, Washington. He does not wow you with his stuff. Low 90s, but he's getting the job done. Only 2 walks on the year for Tyler Olson. He's got a career high 13 saves for the man who's been spending a lot of time in Korea the prior seasons. That's your Philadelphia lineup. Let's go over to the Braves. Again, first quick story. Bobby Orr from Boston, Massachusetts will be making his major league debut tonight. We'll also be seeing the national broadcast debut of Shamrocks, aka Andrew O'Quinn, who got called up last week. Not bad start for O'Quinn in his first 7 games played. 8 for 26, 308 average. Not bad for the rookie. For the Braves, they will make the first appearance from Yonkers, New York native Ashlis Dudley. The River God, 22-year-old, will make his debut, expected to be in left field tonight. Pearson and Dudley, longtime friends, known as the Atlanta Assassins duo. Both were drafted by Tampa Bay, came across to Atlanta, and are back together. Friends since draft day. Dudley, Pearson, back together. Don't forget, John Duplantier, 31-year-old, just acquired from Oakland, making his Braves debut in tonight's broadcast. We'll see how he does with the brand new jersey. For the bullpen, Troy Bacon. Everything's better with Bacon, so they say. 2 innings of work, gave up a home run, struck out 2, took the loss in that 6-5 game. It's 2-1 on the year with an ERA. Pretty much where we're used to for Bacon, in the low 2s. Tristan Beck, 29-year-old from California, mid-5 ERA, couple runs higher than he did all last year. He was a workhorse last season. We don't know if he's fallen back to earth yet or not, but the home runs are definitely higher. The walks have been more. He has been far more hittable this season. Corbin Klaus, the lefty, gotten 8 saves on the year and 20 innings of work. Last time he had 8 saves was 3 seasons ago. Only his 2022 season did he have more saves with 14. The left-hander has again also been challenged with allowing more walks. A little bit more home runs on the pace, just 2 in 20 innings of work, but he allowed 4 in 57 2/3 last year. J.T. Ginn. Ginn took the loss back against the Reds on the 7th. 2 earned runs were allowed in that inning. ERA just over 5, but still a couple runs better than he did last season in less innings of work. Ramon Linares, the left-hander. He pitched against the Phillies back on the 8th. Struck out 2 in that inning of work. 20 innings, just over a 3 ERA. They're liking what they've seen from the Dominican so far this year. He still brings it and touches 100 pretty regularly. Joe Musgrove, the crafty 33-year-old. ERA in the neighborhood of what we're used to for him, but he's doing it in a different role now. Seeing Musgrove work more in a relief capacity versus being a starter over the years. Remember, he pitched a couple seasons for the Phillies, 13 and 15 with a just ERA under 4 a couple seasons ago for the Phils. Gabriel Rodriguez. Rodriguez in his 3rd season in the majors, the Puerto Rican, respectable 1.25 ERA, has the whip cut in half basically to this point, and the walks is the biggest sign on his improvement. Walks went from 7.5 per 9 down to 2.5, literally cut it in a third. Finally, Juan Romero, the rookie. Mid-6 ERA for him. We got to see him back on June 1st, where he gave up an inning and a third, 2 hits, and 1 earned run. Didn't get good since then. He allowed 2 home runs and 4 earned runs in an 8-3 loss against the Reds. There's your matchups. I think we have one other change. Sorry, Aiden wanted Freddie Freeman to be at first, and Austin Riley is the DH. So that should be the setup that you want. Here's the part of the game where you bet. Hold on one sec. All right, here is the part where you put your bets in, and here's how the betting process works. First off, you're not betting on real-life currency. This is mostly just for fun, but it does help you work towards improving your player. You're betting on balls of yarn. Balls of yarn are the currency of the Fluffy Kitty Ninja show. They are the lifeblood of the eMLB universe. For every 1,000 balls of yarn you have, use the exclamation points command to see how many balls you possess. For every 1,000 balls of yarn you have, you can trade them in and get a boost on your player. However, if you wait until you have 5,000 balls of yarn, you can trade those in and get a mega boost, which means you will summon Lion-O and the Thundercats. Got your 3 million there, Ken. Again, 5,000 balls of yarn. Use exclamation mega. That'll summon Lion-O and the Thundercats to help whoop some samurai dog butt. And for the price of 5 boost, you will get an extra 6 for the price of 5. That is why many people love the mega boost. Don't forget, you also have channel points. Channel points are known as hairballs. Check the perks, the rewards for people who aren't GMs, like Bobby or Sky High SMS in the chat, y'all. Hey, Bobby. For non-GMs, you can use your channel points to either create a new player or give yourself a boost. See your channel points and see if you have enough. Here's how the betting works. Bobby, pay attention to this because this will be good for you too. Yes, you can embrace your inner Pete Rose if you can hear my voice. You can bet on this game, and here's how you do it. In chat, write down which team you think's gonna win. You can use PHI for Philly. You can use ATL for the Braves. But include a number, and that number is how many runs you think the winning team will score. Not how many runs they will win by, and not how many total runs in the game. How many runs does the winning team score tonight? Here's how the betting works. If you are right with your team before the end of the first inning, if you put your bet in before the first is done, and you're right at the end of the night, you will win 75 balls of yarn. You put a bet in the second inning, you can still win, but you'll only get 50 balls of yarn. Your final chance is in the third inning. By the third out of the bottom of the third, put a bet in that inning, you'll get 25 balls of yarn. But note, if you're wrong at any time, it will cost you 25 balls of yarn. Now that number doesn't care who you bet on, it only cares if you're right. If the winning team gets the number you bet, that's a bonus 50 balls of yarn. You get it wrong, it does not hurt. That is the fun of it. Again, for every 1,000 balls of yarn you have, use exclamation points. For every 1,000 balls of yarn you have, you can trade those in and you can get a boost on your player. Don't forget, the hairballs is also usable to improving your player. For more questions, go ahead and ask. Here's your starting lineups tonight for the eMLB game of the night, powered by Out of the Park Baseball 23. For more than 20 years now, eMLB has proudly had universes in the Out of the Park Baseball universe. I think I said out of the bark. Arf! Tonight, the commish will be drinking some Lone Pine OJ IPA. Lone Pine locally brewed. I'm not an IPA guy, but this is a tasty 8.1% alcohol content.
I have a couple of these. I won't know what instructions to be doing.
And now you know what my drunk voice sounds like. And of course, you're watching this live on the Fluffy Kitty Ninjas show, or you could be watching us on video on demand on our YouTube channel. Click that link, hit that subscribe button, help us grow both sides of our content. eMLB on YouTube as well, with all of our exclusive podcast features there. Here's your starting lineup tonight for the Philadelphia Phillies. 33-year-old Bryce Harper continues to do it and do it well. 430 career home runs, 55th all-time on the home run list, one away from Nelson Cruz and Cal Ripken. He'll be in right field tonight, leading it off. Alex Canario will be the DH tonight. The Dominican has hit in 11 of his last 12 games. He comes in torrid. He's your DH, batting second. Garrett Frechette is in left field, batting third. 3-game hit streak coming into this one. Johan Camargo, he has been on social media touching on this game and saying this game is personal. In 9 years as a Brave, he hit .260 with 128 homers and 566 RBI. 32-year-old Panamanian, Panamanian, I said it right, Camargo will try to stick it to his old mates tonight here at Truist Park. Bobby Orr, the 24-year-old from Boston, Massachusetts, is making his major league debut tonight at third base. He's a 5th-round draft pick back in 2021 by the Miami Marlins out of Hollis Brookline High School in Hollis, New Hampshire. Was hitting .234 for Lehigh Valley before the call-up. Orr will bat 5th and play third tonight for Manny Machado. Jake Lamb gets the call at 6th. Number 6 tonight. He's over at first base. 9 homers from 9 RBI, from 1,000 in his career. 30 hits away from 1,500 in his career. And the next home run he hits will be the 250th of his Phillies career. You live like 5 minutes from Hollis, New Hampshire, IRL. That's cool, Jason. Austin Hedges, the veteran 33-year-old, just 4 for 17 on the season. He will pull the start tonight, and he is the only one who has any experience against the 31-year-old John Duplantier, who's been hiding in Oakland all this time. Louis Garcia has struggled at the plate, but he has done his job defensively. He will be the shortstop tonight, batting 8th, and major or national broadcast debut for Andrew Shamrocks O'Quinn, the 23-year-old from Decatur, Georgia. 4th-round draft pick from 2022 by these Atlanta Braves he is facing. He was out of Georgia Southern University. He will bat 9th. It is his 8th career ball game tonight. Brian Abreu, the 29-year-old from the Dominican, makes his 12th start tonight. He's 0-1 with a 4.74 ERA. His longest start all year, April 13th against the Mets. 5 1/3 innings of work. In 12 starts, or in 11 prior starts, I should say, he has only gotten to the 5th through 5 innings 3 times. We'll see if he can make it 4 tonight. For the hometown Braves, Alex Verdugo, the 3-time batting champion, has reached safely in 10 of his last 12. He will lead off in center field, hoping to continue to heat it up. Freddie Freeman, now 36-year-old, 397 home runs in his career, 1 away from another Brave great, Dale Murphy. Freeman is your first baseman tonight, was originally DH, now the first baseman, batting second. Antonio Alvarez is in right field, batting third. The Cuban hitting .379 in the month of June, so he's heating it up. Remember, Alvarez was deep in the contention for Rookie of the Year honors last year. Austin Riley will now be your DH in this one. Riley hitting just .186 in 86 at-bats at home this year. He's 6 for 28 lifetime against Brian Abreu. Ozzie Albies, the second baseman, will bat 5th. Albies 4-game hitting streak, hitting .375 over that span. He'll bat 5th at 2nd. Aiden Pearson is your catcher. Pearson has hits in 5 of his last 6. He'll be behind the dish tonight, batting 6th. Ashless Dudley from Yonkers, New York, major league debut for the 22-year-old. Previously drafted by Tampa, as was Pearson. Became good friends. They are calling themselves the Atlanta Assassins Duo. Dudley will get his first appearance tonight in left field, batting 7th. Alex Freeland has hits in 5 of his last 6 games. He's hitting at a torrid .545 pace then. Cape Coral, Florida native, will bat 8th at short. And finally, the Canadian from Montreal, Jacques Landry. Ha 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 ha! A third baseman will bat 9th against Philly this season. He's 4 for 12 with a double, a triple, and 3 RBI. John Duplantier will be making his Atlanta Braves debut tonight after the recent acquisition. The former Oakland Athletic is 77-59 lifetime with a 3.75 ERA. It's been a tough season for him this year, but he is looking forward and very excited for tonight's ball game. There's your matchups. Here comes the commish. And with that, let's get ours over to Truist Park for tonight's Game of the Night. Welcome to Atlanta, everybody. We've got eMLB action for you. Game of the night here in June. We had a rain out in yesterday's game, so we've got the first of a doubleheader. You're only watching the game 1, which will be live. The other game will be simmed afterwards between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Atlanta Braves. Phillies won game 1 of this series 6-5. Let's look at your defensive alignment in this one before we get underway. Ashless Dudley is in left field, making his major league debut. The utility man, the only positions he does not play: pitcher, catcher, and right field to this point. Alex Verdugo is in center field, and Antonio Alvarez in his usual right field. Jacques Landry is your third baseman. Alex Freeman over at short. Ozzie Albies, the Gold Glove winner, is at second. And 3-time Gold Glove winner Freddie Freeman is at first base. Aiden Pearson's behind the dish tonight for the Braves, the captain. And on the hill is John Duplantier, making his Braves debut after being acquired from Oakland. He was traded for Luis Castillo and Juan Guadarrama. Duplantier, it's his 9th appearance all year, 0-5 with a 5.82 ERA, 38 2/3 innings of work. He's given up 46 hits, 25 earned runs allowed, 6 homers. He's walked 13 and struck out 34 on the year. The right-hander, 4-pitch specialist, your traditional 4-pitch arsenal, throws the fastball in the mid-90s, complements that with a biting slider, curveball, and a changeup. It is his 8th season in the majors. Duplantier, originally a 3rd-round draft pick back in 2016 by the Diamondbacks from Rice University. All right, one other point of note before we get underway. If you've never watched us before, if you're an OOTP specialist and wondering what rating scale we use this rating scale of 1 to 20. So use 1 to 20 as your reference to determine what you are watching tonight. What are you watching? You're watching a live managed game broadcasted here on our national broadcast. That's what we call the Fluffy Kitty Ninja Show. This is eMLB Sportsnet. You are watching the national broadcast game of the night. It is live managed by our managers, our GMs. I am just the commish. I don't run a team. I don't make a decision. I just run the universe, keep it upright and functional. You guys decide everything, including your community credit players. You decide your fates. Phillies tonight are being run by the Hebrew Hammer, Brian Cohn. I found his golf ball last week. No, I just found a golf ball and it was funny. It was a vice ball and it had a Hebrew Hammer logo, so I took a picture. I said, I got to show Brian this. Brian Cohn is your manager and GM of the Philadelphia Phillies, the first place Phillies here in the East, and our good friend Aiden Pearson, who is a broadcaster for the Fort Myers Mighty Muscles He does this better than I do. He is your manager for the Atlanta Braves, and of course, he is also one half of the Here's Why You're Wrong eMLB podcast team you find on YouTube. That is who we'll be watching. We've got Duplantier ready to go. Let's get our first batter, and what a batter it is. Bryce Harper, 33-year-old from Las Vegas, Nevada. It's his 15th year in the majors. He is hitting .242 this season, 18 home runs and 28 runs batted in. As we said at the top, he is a 55th all-time on the home run list, just one away from Nelson Cruz and Cal Ripken. 10-time All-Star will lead us off here. When nobody's on base, we go right to the result. The guys are telling me I'm looking to the right and seeing what they do. Also for Brian's reference, so he knows how to manage. You can tell me, you can tell me by number, 1, 2, or 3. You could say P, which I know is pitch, PA for pitch around, PTC for pitch to contact, intentional walk, pull a Cody Koshin, hit the batter, and of course you can visit the mound. As a reminder, though, you don't have to warm anybody up in the bullpen, but for story purposes to our people watching, I really appreciate you telling me in whispers your activity in your bullpen so I can tell that story. That being said, let's get us started. No one's on base, so we'll go right to the result. As soon as runners are aboard, we'll go pitch by pitch so these guys can manage better and I can tell the story deeper. eMLB game of the night underway. Beer in hand. Cheers, everybody. The OJ IPA 1-2 count to Bryce Harper. Thanks for your attendance. Shift is on against Harper as Duplantier gets ready to work the 1-2. Comes in low with the fastball. He blows it right by him, and it's strike 3.
Fatality.
Going to start the night off with showing why John Duplantier was a highly sought-after player out of Oakland. First strikeout as a member of the Braves. We've got one out here in the top of the first, just underway. Alex Canario, the 26-year-old from Montecristi and the Dominican, he comes in hitting a robust .304 average with 10 home runs, 29 runs batted in. Canario enters this game with hits in 11 of his last 12. He's hitting .391 with 3 doubles, a triple, a homer, and 7 RBI during that span. Yeah, shout out to Hebrew. It's his first official game of the night as well. The 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3, got him looking. Pearson set the target right where he wanted it. Beautiful pitch. Just a good morning. Well, it's not good morning, good afternoon, good night. But Alex Canario, have a seat. 2 straight strikeouts for John Duplantier. 2 quick outs. Garrett Frechette will come to the box. The 25-year-old from Vista, California is hitting .293 on the year. 8 home runs and 17 RBI. His former 10th round draft pick back in 2019. Hey, Billy. Denver, I just noticed your $1 million as well. As people are using the hairballs. 3-2 pitch. Checks the swing, they appeal. No, he's not going to be able to strike out the side in order. As Frechette stays alive, doesn't pull the trigger, draws the walk. So we've got a 2-out runner now. Garrett Frechette is aboard. No steals on the year. Hasn't attempted any in his career to this point. EVC, are you in Germany?
Cats.
Ooh, Aaron Judge
One
just
full year.
Aaron Judge just hit his 62nd home run. That's pretty cool. You're back from Germany, somewhat recovered from Oktoberfest. EBC, thank you very much for the 1 year. And again, I'm not having Oktoberfest tonight. I'm having OJ IPA, but cheers to you, my friend. Thank you very much as well. Denbrew, thank you for gifting a sub over to Billy. Appreciate both of you with that support. We just started. It's top of the second, one out, and here comes the long-time Atlanta Brave, the Mr. Trade Block himself, Johan Camargo. Camargo, 263 average on the season with 4 home runs, 18 runs batted in, predominantly playing second base. Again, as we mentioned, 9 seasons with the Braves. He had hit 260 during that time with 128 home runs and 566 RBI in his career. Plantier checks for Shet over at first. And first pitch coming to Camargo will miss low for ball 1. There's been a lot of talk on media from Camargo shooting shots at GM Aiden Pearson about the disrespect, feeling like he was not respected much in his departure from Atlanta. He wanted big time in on this series, and he's got the spot. He's been given the cleanup role for this one. You may have bought a nice wool hat that you may or may not actually remember buying after 3 liters of beer in the Oktoberfest tents. Can you please wear that at one point during a stream of yours? Because that would just be epic content. 1-0 pitch to Camargo is going to miss low. It's a 2-ball, no strike count to the Panamanian 32-year-old. Just noticed the boost train is nearby. That's awesome. Thanks again, guys, for all of your kindness. 2-0 pitch. Another pitch low. Duplantier trying to keep it low on him. Pretty accurate locations thus far, according to eMLB Sportsnet K-Zone. But they're all balls, 3 balls, and no strikes. Pitch to content, huh? Well, I know what you meant, but you meant that in private. But we'll pitch to content already, because this is the content when you pull a pirate in the public chat. Go! Aiden officially just pulled a pirate. The clipped content, indeed. The 3-0 pitch. Hey, that pitch to content worked. It's right in there. Ump's arm goes up. It's strike 1, 3 balls, and 1 strike. Shat takes his lead. Duplantier checks him. Delivers the 3-1. It's going to be lifted right towards first, but right at Freddie Freeman, who is able to make the grab. And that will retire Camargo and the Phillies in the top of the first. Half an inning in the books. Phillies will get nothing. Good first half inning for John Duplantier. Go to the bottom of the first. Here come the Braves. Bottom of the first here in Atlanta. Hotlanta, right? Right? It's Hotlanta. It's not so hot today, but it's 73 degrees. It's a beautiful day here. Wind is blowing out to left field at 8 miles an hour. If you did not factor that into any possible bets that you have, let's look at the defensive alignment for the Phillies before we continue this game. Garrett Frechette will be in left field. Andrew O'Quinn, again, making his national broadcast debut, known as Shamrocks in the community-created player universe. O'Quinn is in center. Bryce Harper is in right field. Bobby Orr makes his major league debut at third. Louis Garcia is your shortstop. Johan Camargo at second. Jake Lamb is at first. Austin Hedges, the veteran behind the dish tonight. On the hill, the 29-year-old from Santo Domingo in the Dominican, it's Brian Abreu. Abreu making his 13th appearance on the year, 12th start though. He's 0-1 with a 4.74 ERA and a 1.34 whip to his point. He struggles getting to the 5th inning, basically. His longest start all year back on April 13th against the Mets, 5 1/3, and only 3 of his starts have seen him complete 5 innings total. Abreu throws a fastball, a slider, curveball, and a changeup. Throws a little bit harder than Duplantier, mid-90s. Opponents are hitting 249 against Abreu this season. It's his 7th year in the majors, 4th season with the Phillies, previously with the Houston Astros, did win a world title with them. Ready to go, that's going to get the 3-time batting champion, reigning American League batting champion Alex Verdugo coming in. Verdugo now reaching safely in 10 of his last 12 appearances. He comes into this one hitting .212 on the year with 6 home runs and 13 RBI. .3-2 pitch coming from Abreu. It's going to miss low ball for Verdugo. Will earn himself the walk. And with Verdugo aboard at first, not much of a stolen base threat. Did make one attempt this year, but did get caught. His best season was both 2020 and 2021 when he stole 11 bases, so not known for the steals. Freddie Freeman is known for the thump, though. Freeman, 275 on the year for the 36-year-old from Fountain Valley, California. 15 home runs, 29 RBI. Freeman has not missed a step. First pitch from Abreu is going to miss low for ball 1. Shift is on against Freeman. Garcia playing just to the second base side of the bag here. The 1-0 is going to be in the dirt. Great block there by Hedges to keep Verdugo at first. It's a 2-0 count. For Freeman, 3-time Gold Glover, 397 home runs in his career, good for 66th all-time, and right behind another great Brave in Dale Murphy, just one back from tying Murphy. The 2-0 pitch is going to be hit in the air to left field, but this one is going with the wind, and it's just going to be foul as it just finds the first row of seats in foul territory. Didn't have the distance to be a home run, although the wind was trying to give it a college try. It'll be a 2-ball, 1-strike count to Freddie Freeman. The 2-1 pitch, a little high and away, 3 balls and 1 strike. Or holding down the entire side of the infield. Yep. The 3-1. Going to miss low, ball 4. It's a second straight walk issued by Abreu to start this game off. Not the way he wants to begin it. 2 on, and here comes a guy who's been heating up of late. It's Antonio Alvarez, the Cuban. 25-year-old from Gigani. Is hitting .229 on the season with 9 home runs and 26 RBI. He is got hits in 6 of his 7 contests here in June so far, hitting .379 with 2 home runs. Abreu's first pitch is going to stay. Ooh, that looked low. It was low. But he gets the call thanks to Austin Hedges, strike 1.
What?
Yep, Judge, we did bring up that Judge got 62. 0-1 pitch. This one does not get the call. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Alvarez currently holds the record for most consecutive hitting streak, we should say, in Winter League with 25 consecutive games in his time. Credit Aiden Pearson for some of these added statistics I'll be giving you. Thank you very much for sharing some of that content, Aiden. The 1-1. Misses low and away with a slider. 2 balls and 1 strike. Should be 3-0, he says, but is what it is. The 2-1. Up in the zone, and he might have gotten tagged. Going back and watching it go, it is a 3-run homer, Antonio Alvarez. "33 home runs on the year last season for the perennial rookie." Oh, perennial. He was a competitive Rookie of the Year candidate last year. Did not get it, but still showed what he's doing. He's turning it around again. 10th home run on the year, and he makes this a quick 3-0 lead. Nobody out still. Austin Riley will come to the dish. Riley, the DH for tonight, 29-year-old from Memphis, Tennessee, comes in hitting .259 on the year with 17 homers, 37 runs batted in. He struggles at home this year, just a .186 average. Three runs on 1 hit. That's efficient. Yes, it is. The 0-1 pitch. It's going to jam him inside, lift it towards left field, moving over Garrett Frechette. He will pull it in with O'Quinn covering for the backup. It's the first out here for the Phillies. 1 out now. Here comes the switch hitting second baseman from Curacao. It's Ozzie Albies. Albies hitting .260 this season. Has 10 home runs, 25 runs batted in. The 1-2 pitch. Jam shot over to second base. It's a quick throw from Camargo, and the throw is off target. E4 to Johan Camargo.
No!
Uh-oh. I don't make this up. The story tells itself. Error by Camargo, who might be a little amped up here in Atlanta. We've got Albies at first. 2 stolen bases on the year in 3 attempts. He's gotten as many as 37 back in 2021. Aiden Pearson, the captain, will be the batter. The 22-year-old from Sarasota, Florida, enters play, hitting .241 on the year. He has 11 home runs and 20 RBI. What is that all over the fan? First pitch will be swung on and slapped down the third base line, but foul. Pearson is in the top 5 in many categories amongst the rookies. Tied for second in National League in home runs for rookies with the 11. The 0-1 pitch to him in the dirt. Good block by Hedges for a ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. Plays the appropriate gift from Airplane. Which one is... Oh, okay, I know which one. When Kramer hears about this, the shit's gonna hit the fan.
Watch your language, bud. We're on the air.
Apparently Daffy's not an enthusiast for good comedy. The 1-1. Grounded towards third. Bobby Orr to second for 1. Over to first in time, and it's the first double play created by Bobby Orr.
Yeah, baby!
5-4-3 double play will get the Phillies out of any further danger, but it was not a pretty one. Just 1 hit allowed, but boy, what a hit. Antonio Alvarez's 10th on the year. 1 inning in the books. It makes it Braves 3 and Phillies nothing. Top of the second. In comes the guy who's known as the other Orr, Bobby Orr, 24-year-old from Boston, Massachusetts, makes his major league debut. It's his first official plate appearance in eMLB. This season in Triple A in Lehigh Valley, he was hitting .234 with a home run and 21 runs batted in. He was struggling down there, but they are still giving him an opportunity nonetheless. A scout earlier today said, and I quote, "He needs a little more cooking and seasoning in Triple A. What is he doing here?" We'll see. 2-2 pitch to Orr. Hard shot towards second. Albies ranges to his left. He has to hurry. Quick throw over to first. Will retire Orr. Welcome to the majors, sir, but go have a seat. One out. One out now. Jake Lamb will be the batter. Lamb continues to have a struggling season. Kept thinking his job was in jeopardy, but here he is. Why does he not wear the number 4? I don't know. I don't make this crap up. You guys get to decide who wears what, not me. Jake Lamb, the 35-year-old from Seattle, Washington, just 159 so far this year, 7 home runs and 23 RBI. Most interesting thing, Duplantier has been around for 8 years, and Duplantier has barely faced anybody in this lineup. The only person he's ever faced is Austin Hedges. Everybody else, no matter how long they've been around, has never faced John Duplantier. The 0-2 pitch to Lamb. Up in the zone, he blows it by him, and he got him.
Emotional damage.
That's the story of Jake Lamb's season as he continues to wallow below the Mendoza line. Emotional damage indeed. 3 strikeouts now from Duplantier. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Duplantier in control and getting something he's not used to. Offense! Austin Hedges, 33-year-old, will be the batter from San Juan de Capistrano. Bugs Bunny. 235 on the year for Hedgie. 2 home runs, 4 RBI, just 17 at-bats this season for the veteran. One pitch. To left field, pretty well struck. Going back is Dudley, but he has no chance. This one is over the bullpen. It is a home run. Austin Hedges, just 18 at-bats all year, but 3 home runs to his credit. He will cut the lead down to 3-1. First hit on the day for the Phillies, and it's a big one. That wind blowing out to left kind of matters. We'll pay attention to that. Yep, got to be third in 6 games at least, if not 7. Louis Garcia will be your batter now. The shortstop, no more for his defense and his speed than anything. 184 average on the year for Garcia. 1 home run and 16 RBI. Oops, button's not working because I went off this screen. Outfield comes in, plays shallow, 3-1 count, low and away, and Garcia will get on any way possible. Is a victory. He draws the walk. Second walk issued by Duplantier. Got a 2-out runner aboard, and here comes another rookie, another one of our community creative players, Shamrocks. Andrew O'Quinn, the 23-year-old from Decatur, Georgia, originally drafted 4th round by these Braves in 2022. He's from Georgia Southern, hitting .308 on the season with no home runs and 3 RBI. He came to Philly from Cleveland, being traded for in exchange for Mike Kosashivli. I know I've butchered that name, and Frank Hancock. Quinn's first pitch he sees from Duplantier will... That one was in the dirt. And that one was called a strike.
What a fresh light. I can float it back, car in that cut it back, rock a level.
No respect for the rookie after that call. Aiden Pearson special there. No balls and 1 strike. Aiden must have a ball in his pocket, and he frames it. Look, it was right here. Oh, 1 to O'Quinn. That one would have been more fair to call as a strike, but it's called a ball. It's 1-1. Apparently Angel Hernandez once again behind the dish. Does anybody other than Angel Hernandez do our national broadcast games? Sheesh. The 1-1 to O'Quinn, strike that. It's going to be a quick check on Garcia, who gets back in with no issues. Garcia this season, 4 stolen bases. He's 4 for 4 this year. He actually has 5 consecutive steals going back to last season. Maybe, Andrew. Maybe. The 1-1. Towards center field. Pretty well struck. That one's going to get down for a base hit in front of Verdugo. So, Brian, what do you do here? Do you signal Garcia to round second and try for third? Ball is very shallow. Garcia is a fantastic runner, and Verdugo has a cannon for an arm. Important to go by the words. What do you do? He says, nope. He'll stay. Oh, don't you do that, Aiden. He will stay. O'Quinn gets the base hit. He was 3 for 4 in yesterday's game against the former Braves. Now 4 for 5 against his former team that drafted him as he gets the base hit. He's also a threat to run, but he's 0 for 2 lifetime in the majors so far. 2 outs, 2 on. Bryce Harper is your batter, 0 for 1. First pitch will miss with a curveball outside. It's ball 1. Harper, 10-time All-Star. MVP back in 2015. Also the 2012 Rookie of the Year. The 1-0 pitch is too far inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Got Louis Garcia over at second. Andrew O'Quinn is at first. Good speed on the base pass here for the Phillies. Down 2. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball gets a positive call. It's close enough. It's 2 balls and 1 strike, but probably still ball 3.
Say what?
2-1 pitch to center field. This one is going to drop in front of Verdugo. Stopping at third. Didn't even get the choice. And he just hit it so hard. You'd figure with the ratings that there would have been the option there, but out of the park outright decides, nope, Garcia stops at third. On a 2-out situation, that makes no sense to me. Should have been given the option there. Just my thought. But anyway, we got bases loaded now. Alex Canario will try to do some damage. He has been hot. Remember, he's hitting 11 of his last 12. Bases loaded situation. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI to this point. First pitch. Curveball. Gets in there. Strike 1. The 0-1 pitch at the knees. Called strike 2. Duplantier quickly ahead on Canario. No balls and 2 strikes. Early fireworks here in Atlanta. 3 hits this inning from the Phillies. They try to do more damage. The 0-2 pitch. Down to third. That's going to get by for a base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes O'Quinn. He will score. It's a 2-run single for Alex Canario, who continues to be red hot. It's tied at 3. Canario's 30th and 31st RBIs on the year, and he will make this a tie ball game. By the way, is anybody doing clips? Did I miss those? I haven't seen any clips yet. Sad. Feels sad, man. Yes, there's only a 1,500 cap on balls of yarn for betting. Well, the 2,100 ball of yarn heist is not going to work. You feels wrong? Okay, well, then feels glad, man. Just didn't know if they had been put in here too, which doesn't hurt for anybody who happened to miss it. But thank you for doing it. All right, Garrett Frechette will try to continue on the train. Frechette took a walk in his first appearance. Hey, Pug. First appearance, first pitch to Frechette will come too far in ball one. I see Pug and think about the draft. A couple of points of info. First things first, I'm not going to be streaming now on Thursday. That serves two purposes. One, we've been having a file problem with people not being able to get the game, get the files in game. We're going to try to solve that, part one. Number two, I've been asked to help for a family event on Thursday night. So I'm just going to defer. And because I need this time to build up the draft pool, I'm going to take it and just not stream until Sunday. So this is a good time for me to remind, if you intend to make a player for this upcoming draft that is right around the corner, you are right around your 11th hour of having to put your player in. So don't delay. Get your player made, whether you're brand new or you're someone who has a player elsewhere and wants to make another. You're allowed one player per draft, no more than 5 total players, regardless if you're a GM or not. Just to communicate that. The 1-0 pitch. That one's in the dirt. That almost hit Frechette, but he got his foot out of the way. It's a 2-ball, no strike count. Juan Camargo waiting on deck, probably wanting to do some redemption from his error. Tristan Beck has started to loosen up in the bullpen for the Braves. Sign of worry for Duplantier. Who knows? 2-0 pitch, swing right through that. Maybe Duplantier saw the action in the bullpen and ramped up a little bit. 97 on the gun there. 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1. Swings through the curveball. That curveball barely broke a pane of glass, but it does the job against Frechette. He's now down 2 balls, 2 strikes. Duplantier has been more hittable this season, so the 4 hits by the Phillies is not the biggest surprise. Had a career .238 average to this point. But his opponents are hitting north of .291 this season against him. I'll have to double check, Mithoki. Do me a favor. Send me another DM right now, actually, because there's a chance I might have seen it and might have not been in front of my computer and been able to do anything about it. So just send another message so you'll be on a list of people that I haven't looked at the messages yet, and that'll just remind me. So the chances are I might have looked at it by accident and old brain forgot and didn't see it. So do me that favor and I'll let you know from that message. I'm sorry about that. The 2-2. Towards short, but right in the direction of Alex Freeland, who sizes it up and pulls it in to retire the side. 8 men get up for the Phillies, and 3 of them will score. Austin Hedges with a home run into left field. It's a different ball game. Bottom of the second we go. It's tied at 3. Bottom of the second we go. Time for the major league debut of Ashlis Dudley. One nickname he's got is the Toaster. But the nickname we really like is what his name means. It's River God. The River God comes to Atlanta, makes his debut. He was hitting .322 this year with 2 homers and 18 RBI for Gwinnett before the call-up. The 22-year-old from Yonkers, New York, originally drafted by the Braves, first-round selection, 22nd overall in 2023, out of Virginia Tech. Abreu ready to go now with a tie ball game. First major league at bat for Dudley. It's a 2-0 count. It's a swinging bunt right back to the mound. Abreu's got to hurry over to first. Not in time. Asherless Dudley flies down the line, and he's going to get an infield single. Abreu waves towards the Braves bench, throws the ball in. Ball is officially going to go to Asherless Dudley, who gets his first major league hit. It's of the infield style. Abreu did not get the best path to getting it, but nonetheless, it'll still be recorded a hit. Dudley's aboard. He had 4 steals in the minors before the call-up. Here comes another guy who's been hot of late. It's Alex Freeland. Freeland, the 24-year-old from Cape Coral, Florida, enters play hitting .287 on the season with 2 home runs, 13 RBI. He is a torrid .480 in the month of June so far with 2 homers. First pitch to him is in there. Strike 1. He went with the slider. Early offense in this game, 3-3. If you're just joining us, you still got time to bet. Bets put in before the end of this second inning can earn you 50 balls of yarn to bet. Write in chat which team you think wins. Philly, Atlanta, and also include a number. How many runs will the winning team score? It's got to be at least 4. The 0-1 goes away. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch, swings and hits that one, fouls. He got just topped over the curveball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Trying a Perry Craft cider tonight. Really good. Cool. Enjoy. Thank you for sharing your brew with us, as I'm having an OJ IPA from Lone Pine Brewery. The 1-2 pitch. Backed up the middle to short, over to second for 1, over to first in time. It's a 6-4-3 double play.
Yeah, baby.
Louis Garcia is just one of the best at what he does in the defensive aspect. Flips it over to Camargo, who makes a leaping throw over to first to Jake Lamb. He'll get the 2-out double play. Second double play on the day for the Phillies. And with 2 outs now, bottom of the second, here comes the Canadian from Montreal, Jacques Landry. Landry, who missed a portion of the season due to an oblique, if I remember right. No, elbow contusion, my bad there. Landry is back. .286 on the year for the right-hander with 4 homers and 15 RBI. Just trying to find a way to include his nickname, Le Standard d'Excellence. I'll let you translate that. It doesn't translate to I love strawberries. 1-2 to Landry. He's going to lift it right side. That one's in towards foul territory, but plenty of room there for Jake Lamb. He'll make the catch in foul territory, and that will retire the side. 2 innings are now in the books. That means we're now in the third. That means this is now your last chance to put a bet in on the day. If you pick the right team between now and the end of this third inning, and you're right at the end of the game, you win 25 balls of yarn. And if you pick the right amount of runs, regardless of who wins, it's a bonus 50 balls of yarn. Top of the third, we go. 4, 5, 6 hitters due up. Camargo, Bobby Orr, Jake Lamb scheduled up in this top third. It's tied at 3. Unfortunately, crush home run is not a command. It's a wish, but it's not a command. Camargo 0 for 1 against his old mates, a 3-1 count. Goes the other way with it in the left field, and this is going to drop in for a base hit. No chance for Dudley to get there. Dudley still learning, hasn't played as much in left field, still learning it. Camargo will get the base hit against his former mates, continuing to have a fairly respectable season for him. With Camargo aboard, leading off the top of the third, Bobby Orr is your batter. Orr 0 for 1. He grounded out to Albies in his first career Major League appearance. First pitch looks like a off-speed pitch, misses low for ball 1. Orr again drafted 5th round by the Miami Marlins back in 2021. He was from Hollis Brookline High School in Hollis, New Hampshire. The 1-0 swings right through that one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Seeing Joe Musgrove now starting to loosen up in the bullpen. Not sure if that is just activity or if there's a lack of confidence in Duplantier, who has had a tough season overall. The 1-1 misses away, 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch. Grounded to short. Easy hopper to second for 1. Albies to Freeman. It's a 6-4-3 double play.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Third double play on the night. This is the first for the Braves, as they will get 2 quick outs here, top of the third. With nobody out, Jake Lamb is your batter. Lamb 0 for 1. An 0-2 count. Swing and a miss. He went chasing after the curve ball there, and he will miss it.
Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
Hasn't been much of those this season from Jake Lamb. Side is retired. 4 strikeouts now for John Duplantier. Bottom of the third we go. Last chance for you to bet. If you haven't bet yet, what are you waiting for? Let's go! Bottom of the third means top of the order for the Braves here in this 3-3 contest. Brian Abreu ready for the third inning. We'll start it off with Alex Verdugo. Verdugo took a walk in his first appearance, 1 of 2 issued by Abreu. The 1-2 pitch. Jams him up and in. It's a foul ball left side. Look at the work from Austin Hedges, who gets in front of the dugout and makes the play. Hedges was on a mission. Could tell that the rookie or deferred to the KG veteran. Hedges pulls it in. 1 out here, bottom of the third now, and Freddie Freeman will come back to the plate. He was the second part of the 2 walks from Abreu. Hey, rating is overrated. Giving players an opportunity and letting them do what they do best. And in this case, for Hedges, it's defense and calling a ball game. The 1-1. To right field, towards right center field. Moving over, getting there is O'Quinn, who makes the catch for the second out. O'Quinn covers a lot of range out there. That's what they love about him. 2 outs now. Antonio Alvarez crushed one into the left field bullpen for a 3-run shot back in the first, his 10th on the year. He's now 5 for 13 lifetime against Brian Abreu. 3-2 pitch. over to first. Played well by Lamb. He will toss it over to Abreu. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Brian Abreu to retire the Braves. We are done through 3. 3 innings are in. Oh, no more bats. I was like, what am I here for? Oh, I know. I'm just being a wise guy. 3 innings are in the books. We will go to the 4th. It's tied 3-3. Num num. All right, 4th inning of work we go. We've got bottom third of the order. Austin Hedges, Louis Garcia, Andrew O'Quinn are due up. We'll start with Hedges. Hedges tonight had the home run. That one was over the bullpen. Look at that bat. What's the OPS and slug? It's up there. 1,094. He's been slugging in 18 at-bats, that's for sure. First pitch to Hedges will be swung on, lifted right side, a little aggressive. Freeman moves over near the first base coach box, pulls it in. 1 pitch, 1 out for Duplantier. All right, 1 out. Louis Garcia, your batter. Garcia drew a walk in his last at-bat. The 1-0. Slaps at that one into left field, and that one's going to get down. And it got by Dudley. He fumbled the ball trying to pick it up. Garcia is going to advance on the error by the rookie, who does not have a lot of experience in left field, and he might have been a little intimidated by the speed of Garcia. He will get to second on the E7. Go! Errors from each side of the defense now through this one. And with a runner in scoring position, now 1 out, Andrew O'Quinn had a base hit to center field, then scored. He's 1 for 1 tonight. Again, against his former team that drafted him, the Braves. He is 4 for 5. Oh, I think Kokamish is going to come say hi. Maybe. We'll see. False alarm. Never mind. No interest tonight. Good night, everybody. First pitch to O'Quinn. Boy, he was aggressive on that one. I think he would have swung if that was 8 feet in the 8 feet higher. Everybody wins. 25 bets tonight. Good. What's our high still? Like 33? We still struggle with getting people to bet. The 0-1. Grounds that towards short. Gonna have to hurry is, excuse me, I was gonna say Camargo, but no, other team. That's a past life commish. Alex Freeland is just gonna put it in his pocket. No chance he's gonna try to get the speed of O'Quinn. Infield single, 2 hits on the night now for Shamrocks. 5 hits against his former mates. We got runners at the corners now with 1 out. Gonna have a mound visit for Duplantier. 69 pitches to this point for him. To be honest, I feel just fine. So many hairballs. Alrighty. He's gonna stay in. Jose Garcia is at third. Andrew O'Quinn is at first. Just for reference, that's a 17 steal rating behind the head of Duplantier. Bryce Harper is your batter. Harper tonight 1 for 2. First pitch, ooh, we run it after that one. He will foul it off. Might have bounced right off of his foot as he is shaking that one off a little bit. Does the umpire goes to brush off the plate, giving Harper a little extra time to recover from the stub toe. Gets back into the box. It's a no ball, 1 strike count coming from Duplantier, the pitch. That one's too far inside. Didn't look like it missed by much. Oof. Could be 0-2. It's a 1 ball, 1 strike count. The 1-1. Call the strike with the slider on the back door. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Apparently Duplantier likes to serve it in the back door.
That's what she said.
The 1-2. Just gets a piece on the bender. Fouls it off. He'll stay alive. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. In the dirt. Good block by Pearson. No one advances. It's a 2-2 count. Two. That's away. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. We'll keep an eye on O'Quinn here with 1 out. The 3-2. Just gets a piece on that one. Yanks it foul. He'll stay alive. Full count pitch is swung on and missed. Goes after the fastball and he cannot get it. Crickets on that swing. Duplantier will get his 5th strikeout on the day as he dispatches a Bryce Harper in a pivotal spot. 2 outs now. Alex Canario's last attempt with this situation got 2 runs scored. He's 1 for 2 with 2 RBI today. First pitch, they'll check his swing. They appeal. They say don't even bother because the ump says it was in there anyway. They say it's a nice framing job by Pearson, but it's in the zone. Stop blowing smoke up the catcher's butt. The 0-1. That one misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch from Duplantier. Fastball right down the middle. Called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Duplantier looking to try to get out of the jam and leave this one tied at 3. Hey, Sean. The 1-2. Oh, quick check on O'Quinn, who gets back to the bag in time. The 1-2 pitch does not get the call. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Just gets a piece. Yanks that one hard but foul. Two, 6th pitch comes. Another one foul. This one straight back and out of play. Pitch count starting to lurk up there for Duplantier. The 2-2 one more time. To center field. This one will get down. Garcia will score. O'Quinn is heading to third. Will he take the corner and head for home? He will. No, he didn't. Never mind. O'Quinn will stop at third. It's an RBI double for Alex Canario. Third RBI of the night for him, and he gives the Phillies a 4-3 lead. Alex Canario has just been absolutely on fire. Again, coming into tonight's play, he was hitting .391 in his last 12 games. Now 3 RBI on the night, 10 RBI in his last 13 appearances. Garrett Frechette will be your batter. Frechette 0 for 1. Canario is killing it. Yes, he has. First pitch comes inside, ball 1. Think he likes hitting behind Harper. A 1-0 pitch curveball does not catch the outer half. It's 2 ball, no strike count. Joe Musgrove is starting to warm up a little more hot and heavy. Tristan Beck has once again joined him. Double barrel action in the Braves bullpen here. Plantier's Braves debut may not go as he hoped. A little bit more of the same that he's dealt with from Oakland. The 2-0 pitch is low and inside, ball 3. Johan Camargo waiting on deck. The 3-0. In there, watched it all the way, 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Checks the swing, they appeal, they say no, it's ball 4. The bases will be loaded, and here comes Johan Camargo. Camargo this season, 0 for 1 with bases loaded. Braves decides to go. Tristan Beck will be coming in. That is going to be the night on the Braves debut of John Duplantier. They will summon Tristan Beck. Beck is in. Duplantier's night is over. Did not get out of the 4th. If you had bet who would last longer, Abreu or Duplantier, you would have assumed Duplantier. You would unfortunately be wrong. Tristan Beck makes his 22nd appearance on the year. He's 1-2 with a 5.65 ERA. He's gone 43 innings of work, allowing 54 hits, 27 earned runs, and very prone to the long ball as he's allowed 11 of those this year. He has walked 12, struck out 38. 3 pitches he features: fastball, mid-90s, curveball, and the changeup. Beck, 29-year-old in his 3rd season in the majors, all with Atlanta. Former 4th-round draft pick in 2018 by the Braves out of Stanford University. Beck is ready. Johan Camargo, 1 for 2 tonight against his former team. Bases loaded situation, 2 outs here. Camargo could really stick it to the team as he said he wanted to in social media. The first pitch, watches it inside, takes ball 1. Ugh, that call is not being called very often. The 1-0. Swings and fouls that one off as he go up in the zone. could not completely turn on it. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. Towards second, Albies has to hurry as he ranges to his left. The throw to first in time, and he will get them out of the jam. Phillies will leave the bases loaded. They will get a run. 3.5 in the books. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Philly 4, Atlanta 3. Okay, what I will do is after this half inning, I will go do my restroom break, say goodnight to my older kids since Kokamish said nope, didn't want to see us and went right off to bed. So we will go one more half inning, take a quick break, no more than 5 minutes of a break, and we'll be back to continue this game. Austin Riley, Ozzie Albies, Aiden Pearson due up here, bottom of the 4th for Brian Abreu, who now has a 4-3 lead. Riley 0 for 1 today. First pitch grounded towards third. Bobby Orr, the rookie, has it. He'll drill it over to first in time. 1 pitch, 1 out. Good pitch from Abreu as he jammed Riley, who was pretty aggressive there. 1 out now. Ozzie Albies comes to the plate. Albies tonight 0 for 1. First pitch to Albies, lifted into left field. This will drop down for a base hit. Albies, the wide corner around first, but he thinks better of it. Stays at first with the single. 3rd hit on the day for the Braves now. And with 1 on, 1 out, Aiden Pearson, your batter. Pearson, 0 for 1. 2 pitches. And 2 results already. First pitch on this one goes by and it's low, ball 1. One 0 pitch to center field, but O'Quinn, who's got great range, reads it well, pulls it in and gets the out as Pearson goes down. 2 outs now. Ashlis Dudley had an infield single in his first career at bat. He's 1 for 1. First pitch, he'll watch. Curveball catches the outer half, called strike. The 0-1. Towards right field, in there for a base hit as that got through the middle. Heading for third is Albies. He will get in there. Second hit in his second career at bat. Ashlis Dudley loving life in Atlanta. 4th hit on the day now for the Braves. 2 by the rookie Ashlis Dudley. And with runners at the corner, Braves attempt to threaten here. Alex Freeland's been hot of late. 0 for 1 today. First pitch is going to be at the knees. It's a strike. Shift is on against Freeland. Not a strong shift, just a bit of a playing more up the middle for Garcia. 0-1 to right field. This is going to drop down for a hit. Coming in to score is Albies. It's an RBI single for Alex Freeland, who continues to be a hitter. He has hits in 6 of his last 7. His 14th RBI on the year, and it is a 4-4 ball game. Jacques Landry will be your batter. Landry, 0 for 1. The first pitch, he went right after that one trying to launch it, but he's too far behind it. No balls, 1 strike. Might have been a little bit of a delayed thought swing there that cost him. The 0-1 pitch, swings and fouls that one off. He's quickly behind. No balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch. Runners are going, but it's a called strike 3. He watched it all the way as the runners go, and it goes right into the catcher's mitt for the called strike. Side is retired. Braves will tie it up on the Alex Freeland single. 4 innings are in the books. Let us take our one planned break on the evening. When we come back, we will check the out-of-town scoreboard and return to this pretty solid battle between the Phillies and the Braves. You're watching eMLB Tuesday Night Baseball. Be right back. Coming back live, it's Tuesday Night Baseball here on the Fluffy Kitty Ninjas in the eMLB universe. We had a rain out earlier, so we're looking at a shortened schedule, afternoon schedule, we should say, here for what is the final day of the sim. By the way, Brendan, thank you while I was away. 14 months sub, appreciate that. Brendan, our Orioles GM, and the other half, the prettier half? I don't know, I'll let you guys argue about that on the Here's Why You're Wrong team. So again, afternoon scores, to this point. That's what I get for trying to wolf down a quick bite of food in between here. So just 3 afternoon games to keep an eye on, as the rest of the games are later. And remember, this is a double header for the Phillies and the Braves on this particular sim day. Bottom of the 8th, Toronto is leading 8-1 over the Athletics. That is at the Oakland Coliseum. No home runs in that one. It's top of the 9th. It is the Nationals leading the Dodgers 1-0 in a pitch fest. Again, top of the 9th at Dodger Stadium in that one. And also bottom of the 3rd at Yankee Stadium, Esteban Florial's 14th home run on the year is the difference in a 1-0 ball game. All of the games are scheduled for later, so we will jump right back into action here. Top of the 5th, Tristan Beck is still on the hill as he replaced John Duplantier in the 4th. So we'll start it up. Bobby Orr gets his 3rd career at bat. He's 0 for 2 today. Jake Lamb, Austin Hedges to follow. Oh, 1 pitch to Orr. Line shot up the middle, and Bobby Orr will get his first career base hit. Number 4, Bobby Orr. It's 47. Maybe he should be number 44? I don't know. We'll let Hebrew decide that. Bobby Orr will get his first career major league hit. We've seen 2 guys get their major league hits, their first major league hits tonight. Congrats to him. He's aboard. 9 hits on the day now for the Phillies. Jake Lamb is your batter. No, he should be number 4. Jeez, Billy. You run your own team, dang it. Jake Lamb is your batter. He's 0 for 2 tonight. 1 for 12 lifetime against Tristan Beck. First pitch curveball that's high, ball 1. Big shift against Lamb here. Landry basically playing at the shortstop role. The 1-0. That one misses low. It's 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0 pitch. Swings right through the changeup. It's 2-1. 2-1 delivery from Beck is swung on, and Lamb tips it foul past Pearson for 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Down the right side, but foul. The 2-2. To left center field. This one is going to find daylight and be trouble. Orr is going to take the corner and head for home. Heading for third. And getting in there is Jake Lamb with an RBI triple. I will make Bobby Orr, number 4, a goal. Just like throwing up on quality starts. Yes, Jake Lamb had a triple. It's his 3rd triple on the season. It's his 24th RBI on the year, and he gives the Phillies a 5-4 lead. Nobody out still. Austin Hedges is your batter. Hedges 1 for 2 with a home run. First pitch from Beck inside, ball 1. The 1-0 just misses outside 100 on the gun from Tristan Beck, but it's ball 2. 2-0 pitch. He'll swing and foul that one off towards the left side and out of play. 2 balls, 1 strike to Austin Hedges. The 2-1 pitch to right field against the shift, ranging over. Okay, that was weird, but anyway, apparently the ball is caught because the Matrix just took over. And I don't even have to bother. Ball is average outfield depth. Lamb's an average runner, and Alvarez has a normal arm. And he says, with nobody out, no. All right. So Hedges will fly out to right field. That doesn't technically count as a Pirate. Garcia is your batter. Garcia tonight has walked. He is also singled. He's 1 for 1. First pitch is missing away, ball 1. 1-0 to center field. Going back, still going back, and making the play is Verdugo. On his way home is Lamb. The throw is not going to be in time. A sacrifice fly for Louis Garcia will get the job done. Phillies now 6-4 as Lamb will score. 17th RBI on the year for Louis Garcia. Makes it a 6-4 ball game here for the Phillies. Andrew O'Quinn will be the batter. Shamrocks is 2 for 2 tonight. The 2-1 pitch. Towards right field, heading down the line. This one is moving in the corner, but Antonio Alvarez will get there and make the catch on the dirt for retiring the side. 2 runs were scored on 2 hits by the Phillies. Halfway through this ball game, we'll go bottom of the 5th. Phillies lead this one now 6-4. And with the bottom of the 5th, that means we can do the journey of the starter since we have one out there still, Brian Abreu. Abreu, 3 times this year, has only gotten 5 innings or more. His longest stint, April 13th, against the Mets, 5 1/3. Journey of the Starters brought to you tonight by Commission's beer of choice, which is almost gone. Lone Pine Brewery's OJIPA. Abreu, 4 innings of work, 5 hits, 4 earned runs. He walked 2, struck out 1. He's thrown 62 pitches to this point. We'll see if he can go 5 innings minimally. Adam Simber is starting to warm up in the bullpen for the Phillies. Abreu will take on the top of the order. Verdugo, Freeman, then Alvarez. Verdugo's 0 for 1. 3-0 pitch. It's going to miss low. He's going to walk him on 4 pitches.
Just a bit outside.
Verdugo's aboard with the leadoff walk. Freddie Freeman will be your batter. Freeman tonight 0 for 1. First pitch in there. Strike 1. The 0-1 swings late on the fastball. Must have been thinking off speed. He's quickly behind. No balls and 2 strikes. Shift is on against Freeman. Garcia is playing just to the second base side of the bag as the shortstop. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. He went chasing on that one. Second strikeout on the day for Brian Abreu, as he will get Freeman down 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Antonio Alvarez is your batter. Alvarez 1 for 2 with the 3-run homer back in the 1st. First pitch is going to miss just low, ball 1. The 1-0 to center. Coming in, sizing it up, Andrew O'Quinn makes the catch for the second out as Verdugo will trot back to first. 2 outs now. Austin Riley will be your batter. Riley is 0 for 2. First pitch to Riley coming inside, missing, ball 1. Riley off to a bit of a pedestrian month of June, just a .214 average with 4 runs batted in. Continues to struggle here in Atlanta. It's much better on the road. The 1-0. Goes the other way with it down the line, but this one is hooking. It's not going to get in the seats, but it's not going to be fair. Foul ball, not by much though, as Harper could not get there. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 comes in too far low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Sorry, I just gotta fix something here. There we go. All right, 2-1 pitch. Too far inside, 3 balls and 1 strike now to Riley with Ozzy Albies waiting on deck. The 3-1. It's in there. Called strike 2. Ugh, that one was outside, it looked like, but he gets the full count call. Verdugo will be off on the full count pitch here with 2 outs. The 3-2. Runner goes. It's lifted to center field. O'Quinn ranging to his right in the shallow left center is going to get in there and make the catch to retire the side. Braves get a walk, but they will leave the runner stranded. 5 innings are now done here in Atlanta. Philly continues with the lead, 6-4. Tristan Beck staying in. 21 pitches for him in the relief role. He gets the top of the order. Bryce Harper, Alex Canario, and Garrett Frechette. 10 hits on the night for the Phillies. Harper is your batter. He's 1 for 3 tonight. Check this statistic out. Lifetime against Tristan Beck. 8 hits in 10 at-bats with a home run. 2-2 pitch from Beck. Swing and a miss. That's why we bring stats up like that, so that they can be wrecked. No, not really, but it's the first strikeout on the night for Tristan Beck. 1 out now. Activity in the Phillies bullpen. We start to see Jared Miller loosening up over there. Alex Canario's had a great night. 2 for 3. 3 runs batted in. Just 4 RBIs in the month of June, but in his last 13 games, he's had 10 RBI. First pitch from Beck. Grounded hard, shot to short. Good positioning there from Alex Freeland. Easy play to first for the second out. With 2 outs now, Garrett Frechette will be your batter tonight. Frechette 0 for 1. 3-1 pitch. Just inside. That didn't miss by much, but Frechette will take the 2-out walk. And with 2 outs now, runner at first, Johan Camargo. 1 for 3 today for the former Brave. First pitch went right after it. Fools him well. 96 as he went chasing. No balls and 1 strike. Managers coming out. Apparently wants to have a discussion. Also see Linares is starting to warm up. Ramon Linares, the left-hander, starting to loosen up. Might be using this as that time. Meanwhile, Beck, I feel great. And here comes Sharpie and Sharpie's bipolar. The 0-1. Misses too far inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Grounds it over to first. Freeman is there. He'll go step on the bag himself, and that will retire the Phillies here in the top of the 6th. They'll leave a runner aboard. Bottom of the 6th we go. It's Phillies 6 and the Braves 4. Dog chasing its own tail right there, Sharpie. Yes, indeed. All right. Brian Abreu, for just the 4th time this season, has gotten to 5 innings of work. His high this year is just 5 1/3. He's still in for now. He'll face Ozzie Albies, Aiden Pearson, Ashlis Dudley are due up. Oh, wait, never mind. He's done. Jared Miller is coming in. Be interesting how this goes because these teams have a doubleheader. There's a second game that will be played sim-wise later based on how they do this one. But Brian Abreu, just for the 4th time this year, gets to 5 innings. He is in line to try to get his first win on the year. Jared Miller is coming in. Miller acquired from Oakland. Second appearance on the season for him. He pitched in game 1 of this series. 2 1/3 innings, 1 hit, 1 walk, struck out 2 on the season. He has, oh dear Lord, I gotta go this way because it's easier. He is 0-2 with a 5.46 ERA, 28 innings of work, and 31 strikeouts for the left-hander. There will not be an offline sim, mostly because it gives me more time to fill up the draft pool. I hate stretching out the season, but I'm that far behind on the draft. All right, Miller's ready to go. Albies switches to the right side. You got Pearson and Dudley also coming in afterwards. Albies tonight 1 for 2, just 0 for 1 lifetime against Jared Miller. It's a 3-2 pitch coming. Grounded to third. Diving stop from Orr. Whenever I see the diving stop, I know an error is coming. Throw to first. It's off the mark. Bobby Orr commits his first error in the majors. No! Albies will get to second on the E5. Runner at second. Nobody out. Aiden Pearson is your batter. Pearson tonight 0 for 2. First pitch will be inside. Ball 1. See, Juan Romero is loosening up as well for the Braves. The 1-0. Misses away. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 pitch. He'll swing and foul that one off. Count is 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1 pitch is going to miss away. It's 3 balls, 1 strike to Pearson with Ashlis Dudley due up. He's got 2 hits this evening. The 3-1 pitch gonna miss. Ooh, apparently that missed the inside for ball 4. That looked like it caught the zone and could have been called. It is not. 2 on now with nobody out. Ashlis Dudley 2 for 2 in his career. First pitch, he'll swing at that one and hit it out of play. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1. That one's inside. It's ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Lifted towards right field. Well played by Jake Lamb. I say lifted to right. It's more lined at first. Caught well by Lamb. Everybody gets back reading the play. Lamb makes the catch on Dudley. First time he's retired in the majors. 1 out now, bottom of the 6th. Alex Freeland tries to extend the hot streak he's on. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI tonight. First pitch grounded to second. Over to short for 1. That is all they can get as Garcia had to play it safe. Freeland reaches by way of the fielder's choice. Runners now at first and third, and Jacques Landry is your batter. Landry, lifetime against Miller, 1 for 4. It was a home run. First pitch. Looked in there at the knees. It is strike 1. The 0-1 pitch will miss outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch. That one called strike 2. Look at where that one landed, and that one got called as a strike. Are you kidding me?
What?
A 1 ball, 2 strike pitch. Landry swings and hits that one foul. Count remains 1-2. Cito, I'm not sure if you're having a moment of, like, you know, a seizure or anything. Or... I'll join the boss battle on that one. Funny. The 1-2. Freeland goes, swung on, hit into center for a base hit. Camargo lunged for it. It got by. It's going to be an RBI single for Jacques Landry. It's 6-5. Landry with his 16th RBI on the season. Freeland will stop at third. 2 on, 2 outs. Alex Verdugo, your batter. 0 for 1 tonight, 0 for 3 lifetime against Miller. The pitch misses. It missed low, so I said, but it's called strike 1.
Say what?
It is just that kind of night. A 1 pitch. Checks the swing. The appeal. Nope. Ball 1. One pitch is swung on and hit foul quickly. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch from Miller misses low. You got Alex Freeland, the tying run at third. Jacques Landry is the go-ahead run over at first. The 2-2. Up the middle. Gets by for a base hit. O'Quinn brings it in, but it's going to be an RBI single for Alex Verdugo, and he ties this ball game up at 6. 14th RBI on the season for Verdugo. Jared Miller not getting the job done tonight, although he doesn't have any earned runs due to the error. Where was the error, by the way? I'm forgetting. Anyway, Freddie Freeman, 0 for 2. Yes, that's right. The error by Orr. Thank you. Spaced on that. Missing low with the fastball. Ball 1. Oh, sorry. Verdugo's steal rating is 16. Air or. I get it. The 1-0. Swing fouls that one back. It's 1-1. Been a good back and forth battle by both sides. Each side has taken the lead, and each side has seen their lead dwindle. The 1-1. Swing hits that one foul, and it will find the seats. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch, just too far inside. Didn't miss by much, but it's a 2-2 count. The 2-2 pitch. Runner goes. It's swung on and it's hit foul as the Braves got aggressive there. And it's out of play as Freeman tried to go on the hit and run attempt but missed it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Hit down the line but foul. 33rd pitch of the inning coming up for Jared Miller. The 2-2. Grounded to second. Camargo has it. He'll throw to first in time to retire this side. An error allows 2 runs to score, and we're through 6, and it's tied at 6. All right, new pitcher coming in. It's the 22-year-old from Tampico, Mexico. Juan Romero will be the pitcher. Romero, 27th appearance on the year. 1-3 record with a 6.54 ERA. He's gone 31 2/3 innings of work. He's given up 30 hits, 23 earned runs, allowed 9 home runs, walked 21, and struck out an impressive 51 batters in 31 2/3 innings. He throws an upper 90s, touches 100 pretty regularly fastball, and a nasty curveball in complement of it. Bobby Orr will start off the inning, followed by Jake Lamb and Austin Hedges to start the 7th off. See Camilo Doval starting to warm up for the Phillies in their bullpen. Romero ready to go. Orr to the plate, 1 for 3 today with an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss. Took some off on that one and got him with the curveball.
I cannot hit curveball. Straight ball, I hit it very much. Curveball, bats are afraid.
Bats are afraid on that one. First strikeout on the night for Juan Romero. 1 out here, top of the 7th. Jake Lamb is your batter. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI. Three-1 pitch. Towards left center field, pretty well struck. This one's gonna get down. Lamb's getting for his second base, extra base hit of the night. Are you kidding me? Jake freaking Lamb has 2 freaking triples tonight. What frickin' universe does Jake Lamb get 2 triples in? Jake Lamb, the speed demon, with 2 triples this evening. Now 4 triples on the season. Wow. Insane in the membrane. Austin Hedges is your batter. The go-ahead run is at third with 1 out. Austin Hedges 1 for 3. He had the home run earlier. First pitch, he'll check the swing. Doesn't matter, it's called strike. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. He goes after that one, slaps it foul wide of first base and out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. Infield playing in here to try to get Lamb, who's not the fastest runner, despite the 2 triples you've seen. The 0-2. Swing fouls that one off. Count remains 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Up and away. 1-2. Tying isn't winning. You ain't kidding, Tanky. The 1-2. Called strike 3 on the inner half, and he goes down. Second strikeout on the night for Juan Romero as he dispatches of Austin Hedges. Leaves the runner at third. 2 outs now. Louis Garcia's had a good evening. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI. Been on base now 3 times. First pitch he watches is inside. Ball 1. The 1-0 misses away. 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0 pitch, he'll swing and ground that over towards second where it's right at Ozzy Albies. He'll make the play over to first and the side will be retired. Time for the 7th inning stretch.
I was born to love you. I was born to lick your face. I was born to rub you. But you were born to rub me first.
7th inning stretch here on the Fluffy Kitty Ninja Show. We've had a good one here as we go bottom of the 7th. You got the Phillies and the Braves tied at 6. A lot of appearances, major league appearances, major league debut for both Bobby Orr and Ashlis Dudley. They each have gotten minimally at least 1 base hit. Dudley with 2. Andrew O'Quinn making his national broadcast debut has also had 2 hits tonight. Bottom of the 7th, new pitcher will be Camilo Doval. Doval, the 28-year-old from Yomasa in the Dominican Republic. Doval replaces Miller. 21st appearance on the year for Doval. 1-1 with a 3.72 ERA. 29 innings of work. He's given up 24 hits, 12 earned runs. He's allowed 4 home runs while walking 9 and striking out 21. Predominantly throws the fastball slider combination. He can touch upper hundreds and he can keep that ball down. That's what he hopes to do here. Doval comes in. He's got Alvarez, Riley, and Albies. 3, 4, 5 hitters due up. Alvarez ready, 1 for 3. 3-run homer earlier in this game. No one's on. Turn pitch by pitch off. First pitch from Duvall will be slapped into right field, and that's going to get down for a hit. Alvarez doesn't waste any time with the slider he sees. He sends it into right field. He'll get aboard with a leadoff hit, 8th hit on the day for the Braves now. And with Alvarez at first, Austin Riley will be up. Meanwhile, in the bullpen, we see Ramon Linares again. Troy Bacon has joined him for the Braves. First pitch checks the swing. Apparently he held up. All one. The 1-0. That one catches the outer half. 1 ball and 1 strike. Can't answer that for you with not being right in front and testing it myself, Sharpie. So the answer is it's one of them that you answer. I just don't know if it's 15 or 16. But I don't think it's 17. The 1-1. Misses low, 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch catches the inside corner. Wow. Duvall gets the call with a little help from Hedges here. It's a 2-ball, 2-strike count. What? Two pitch from Duvall. Swing and a miss. 98 on the gun. Gets it by him. Big strikeout for Camilo Duvall. First on the night for him. 1 out now. Alvarez still at first. As the Albies will try to cause some damage. 1 for 3 tonight. First pitch. Checks the swing. Doesn't matter. Ump says it's strike 1. 0-1. The 0-1 to Albies. Swings and fouls that one off. It's no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
Next.
2 strikeouts in this inning for Camilo Duvall. We've got 2 outs now. Bottom of the 7th. Aiden Pearson comes to the plate. 0 for 2 tonight. First pitch comes inside. Ball 1. Pearson did draw a walk earlier on. One 0 pitch comes inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Two 0 will miss outside. 3-0. It's quickly 3 balls, no strikes to Pearson with Dudley, who's had a good night, waiting on Jack. The 3-0 pitch swings and hits that one foul. It'll stay 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike. The 3-1 pitch. Runner goes. The swing and a miss. Strike 3. And the ball's going to be thrown, and it's going to get into the outfield. No, it's not. It's not strike 3. It's strike 2. My bad. It's going to get into the outfield. Alvarez will get to third, but meanwhile, he also had the stolen base. 6 steals on the season for Alvarez. He'll advance to third on the ball, getting away. That's another error here. Is that charged to Hedges? It is. Charged to Hedges on the throw. It's his second error on the season. Count now 3 balls, 2 strikes. Alvarez now at third. The 2-out pitch. Swing and fouls that one off. We'll do it again. Full count pitch again, swung on, hit towards center field. Not very deep, moving over Garrett Frechette. Andrew O'Quinn in the neighborhood, but Frechette makes the catch to retire this side. Runner will be stranded at third. Nothing doing. One hit, 1 error, 3 errors now for the Phillies. 7 innings done. We're still tied at 6. Just for reference, in case this game goes extras, it's 10:16 already, and it was a long day, so I can't see myself even doing 1 inning of extras. So just setting the table, if this goes to extras, both teams will share $250,000, but the rest of the game will be simmed. Hate to do that to you, but just don't have the energy to do it tonight. Juan Romero stays in. Andrew O'Quinn, the number 9 hitter. Bryce Harper, Alex Canario due up here in the top of the 8th. Two-one pitch to O'Quinn. Slapped in the right side. That's going to get by for a hit. Second consecutive 3-hit night for Andrew O'Quinn. Shamrocks is feeling it against his old mates. Third hit on the day. As a reminder, O'Quinn's steal rating is 17. The go-ahead run. I was right the first time. Go-ahead run is at first. Nobody out. Bryce Harper, your batter. 1 for 4. Going to have a new pitcher. Ramon Linares will be summoned to take on the lefty Harper. Linares, the 24-year-old from the Dominican Republic. Linares is making his 27th appearance on the year. Man, that screen is very, very off. There we go. 27th appearance on the year for Linares. He's 0-0 with a 3.05 ERA. 20 2/3 innings of work. He's given up 14 hits, 7 earned runs, allowed 3 homers, allowing 5 walks, and striking out 23 to this point. The lefty throws upper 90s with the fastball. He'll also work a slider and a forkball. Tyler Olson is loosening up for the Phillies. Harper ready to go. 0 for 1 lifetime against Linares. First pitch. Catches the outer half. Nope, this is away. 102 on the gun on that pitch. Linares is 1-0, will miss low for ball 2. 2-0 delivery, misses low and away. 3 balls, no strikes here to Bryce Harper. Alex Canario waits on deck. The 3-0 pitch, watched all the way, 98 on the gun, it's 3-1. One delivery, up and in, it's ball 4. Harper gets the first. O'Quinn is now at second. We've got 2 on now with nobody out. Alex Canario will try to further do damage. He's 2 for 4 with 3 RBI. Just 1 at bat against Linares. It was a home run. First pitch, checks the swing. They appeal. No, they say it's ball 1. 1-0 pitch. In there, strike 1. Canario continues an impressive month of June to start off, hitting .357 here in the month of June. The 1-1. Watches that one called. Strike 2, 1-2 now. The 1-2 pitch misses low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Swing hits that one foul. He'll stay alive. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Man, I can feel myself fading pretty quick. O'Quinn is your runner at second. Bryce Harper is your runner at first. The 2-2. Checks the swing. Appeal. No. Full count pitch coming. Boost for Minerva. Gotcha, Minerva. Congratulations on that. It's a 3-ball, 2-strike count with nobody out and 2 on the pitch. Jazz gets a piece of that one and he'll stay alive. The 3-2 one more time. Swing and a miss. Jams him inside and he will get it by him.
Emotional damage.
Big strikeout for Ramon Linares as nobody advances on that one. 1 out here, top of the 8th. Now the lefty Garrett Frechette comes to the dish. Frechette 0 for 1. Correction. Pinch hitter Steve Farron is going to come in. Farron, the power hitting outfielder from Oakland. Farron comes aboard this season hitting just .154 with 4 homers and 13 RBI for the Washington, D.C. native, 27-year-old Farron. Never faced Linares before. First pitch in there, strike 1. The 0-1 swings right through that one, and it's going to be a called strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch misses low. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Andrew O'Quinn, your runner at second. Bryce Harper is at first. Quinn is the go-ahead run here. The 1-2. Swing and hits that one foul left side. The count remains 1-2. 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. He got him. Can't come up with anything on that swing. Nothing but crickets. Second strikeout of the inning for Linares. We've got 2 outs now. Here comes, nope, it won't be Johan Camargo. His attempt against his former mates is done. Trevor Story will come in. Story, the 33-year-old from Irving, Texas. 16 home runs on the year, 226 average, with 16 homers and 33 runs batted in. 0 for 1 lifetime against Linares. And that is it actually for Linares as well. Troy Bacon will get the call from the pen. I believe this is Troy's 27th appearance on the air. Told you I'm fading. I'm sorry. 2-1 on the season with a 2.12 ERA. He took the loss in game 1 of this series. 34 innings of work. He's given up 28 hits and 8 earned runs while allowing 4 by homer. He's walked 9 and struck out 39 to this point. Bacon throws the fastball, the slider, the changeup, and a circle change in the mid-90s. Story against Bacon. Neither has faced each other before. The first pitch looks like it catches the bottom half of the zone. It does at the knee. Strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch tries to stay. This time circle change, misses outside. It's a 1-1 count. The 1-1 pitch. That one misses outside. 2-1. 2-1 delivery. Lifted to left field, but this one is pulling with the wind, and it is foul. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes to Trevor Story. Two delivery goes away. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Everybody's going to be off on the pitch. The 3-2 runners go just outside, ball 4. That was close. Did not miss by much. Just outside of the black. It's a bases loaded situation, and the rookie Bobby Orr is coming up. Orr tonight is 1 for 4. The first pitch. That one's gonna move. Never mind. It got the outside corner. No, it didn't. Ball 1. I'm so confused at this point. The 1-0 goes after that one, and he was trying to think about putting 4 on the board there. It's a 1 ball, 1 strike count. One delivery towards left field, trying to go against the shift. Hooking, and foul. My goodness, look at how close that one was. Wow. Or could have done some major damage with that one trying to go the other way. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bases are loaded here in the top of the 8th. The 1-2. To center. Pretty well struck. Going back. Still going back. It's a grand slam for the rookie, Bobby Orr. Straight up center field from the rookie, making his major league debut against... Wow. I almost said against his former mates, that's O'Quinn. But Bobby Orr just clears the bases. It is 10-6. Wow. Whew. That's crazy. I hate my... Jake Lamb will be the batter now. 2 for 4 tonight with an RBI. 1 for 10 lifetime against Bacon. The 0-2 pitch. He'll swing and a miss, and Bacon will put him down. Side is retired, but not before the rookie has the most memorable first day of Major League experience in his life. He hits a grand slam to dead center field over the head of Bryce Harper. No, that wasn't Bryce Harper. Bryce is in a different location, but you get the idea. What a home run. Side is retired. It's now 10-6, bottom of the 8th. All right, need some confirmations. I assume Story is... Do you have Farron going into left field? And Story will come in to play second? Okay. And Tyler Olson is going to come in to replace Camilo Duvall. Duvall now in line for the win. Olson, the 36-year-old from Spokane, Washington, played in the Korean baseball organization for the last several years. He is 4-2 with a 2.48 ERA. 29 innings of work. He's given up 21 hits, 8 earned runs, 3 homers. He's walked just 2. He struck out 25. He throws upper 80s, low 90s with a fastball, curveball, slider, changeup. All right. Ashlis Dudley, Alex Freeland, Jacques Landry, bottom third of the order due up. Ashlis Dudley's had a good night. He's 2 for 3. The first pitch. Lifted to center field. Pretty well struck, but plenty of room for Andrew O'Quinn to pull that one in. Dudley will be retired on the first pitch of the bottom of the 8th. 1 out. Alex Freeland, 1 for 3 with an RBI tonight. The 1-0. Shot up the middle, but that is right at Trevor Story, who was positioned well, read it well, makes the catch for the second out. 3 pitches for 2 outs. Jacques Landry, now your batter, 1 for 3 with an RBI. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Gobbles him up there. Side is retired. 1-2-3 inning. Go the Braves here after the grand slam. We'll go to the 9th inning. Phillies now in control. We'll see. It's 10-6. All right, we're going to have some defensive changes here for the Braves. So if I follow all the paths, Landry is out of the game. Dudley going to third. Verdugo slides over to left. Ron Carney will come in for defensive purposes and play center field. Okay. Hey, Mega Man. How are you? All right, it's top of the ninth here at Atlanta. Phillies now lead 10-6 after the rookie on his major league debut hits a grand slam. Austin Hedges, Louis Garcia, Andrew O'Quinn are your batters. Hedges 1 for 4 with a home run. Bacon's 2-2 pitch to Hedges. Called strike 3 on the outer half. He got him. 98 on the gun is gonna get him down. Bacon smoking that one. Frying it. Grilling it. Sizzling it. In there at 98. Yeah, that one works better. Bacon, second strikeout now on the game. 1 out, top of the ninth. Louis Garcia, your batter. 1 for 2 with an RBI. Yeah, congrats to your Mariners. They've had a great year. Kyle Crick starting to warm up for the Phillies. 1-2 pitch to Garcia. Got him.
Fatality.
Slider does in Garcia. Second out on the day for him. 2 outs now. Andrew O'Quinn will be your batter. What a night for Shamrocks. He was 3 for 4 yesterday, 3 for 4 today. He loves facing his old mates in Atlanta. The 1-0. Look how far away that one was. Grounds it towards second. Ozzie Albies has it. He'll throw to first in time. 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the ninth. We'll go to the bottom of the ninth. Last chance for the Braves. They trail by 4. Tyler Olson still in on 8 pitches. Verdugo, Freeman, Alvarez are scheduled up. Verdugo's 1 for 2 with an RBI. The 3-0 count. This is inside, walks him on 4 pitches.
Just a bit outside.
Verdugo's aboard at first. Freddie Freeman, your batter. Quiet night for Freddie. He's 0 for 3. First pitch from Olson is a changeup that misses low for ball 1. One 1-0 delivery. Grounded back to the mound. Throws to second for 1. But that is all they can do. Good work by Olson to get the lead runner. Verdugo might have been injured on the play. They're going to check his right leg. They're going to send him out. Don't know if we'll need to replace him or not. It depends on how the rest of this inning goes. But a Verdugo looking like he'll have to leave the game. 1 out now, bottom of the ninth. Freeman is at first. Antonio Alvarez is 2 for 4. He had a 3-run homer back in the first inning. Never mind, hold on. Pinch runner Wuhan Ye coming in for Freddie Freeman. And not to throw any further strategy on top of this, Kyle Crick is also coming in. Kamish is tired. Let's throw the book at him. Try my best. Crick, Toronto acquisition coming over for cash. Crick is making his 20th appearance on the air. He's 0-1 with a 1.17 ERA. 2 saves to his credit, both with these Phillies. 15 and a third innings of work. He's given up 12 hits, 2 earned runs. Hasn't allowed any homers this year. He's walked 7, struck out 15. The right-hander throws the fastball upper 90s and the slider. All right, Nye is now at first. Antonio Alvarez, your batter again, 2 for 4 with a 3-run homer. 1 for 2 lifetime against Crick. The first pitch. That one swung on and hit foul behind the plate, but out of play. 0-1. One pitch. Grounded to short. Over to second for 1. Over to first for the double play. And that is how this ball game is going to end. Great battle between both teams. A lot of talk about this one prior. But in the end, the rookie, Bobby Orr, with the grand slam will be the difference in this game as we come back live. What a game to watch. Thank you again to Hebrew as well as to Ray's Rule. Appreciate both Brian and Aiden for their participation in tonight's game. Phillies will get $350,000 cash. Braves will get $150,000 for their participation. Let's look at this box score as quick as we can. This is game 1 of 2 games that are going to be played or simmed by these two teams on this day. Phillies won 10-6. Brian Harper was 1 for 4 with an RBI. Alex Canario, great night for him. 2 for 5 with a double, 3 RBI. Ron Camargo was 1 for 4. Bobby Orr, 2 for 5. He had the game-winning hit. It was the grand slam home run in the 8th inning off of Troy Bacon with 2 outs. What a hit. Memorable. He'll always remember it if he ever sees it. But the community-created player goes 2 for 5 with the grand slam and 4 RBI. What a debut for Bobby Orr. Jake Lamb went 2 for 5. He had 2 triples. Who knew Jake Lamb had 2 triples in him in a game? Austin Hedges was 1 for 5. He had a home run back in the 2nd inning off of John Duplantier. Louis Garcia 1 for 3. He scored twice and got a run in. And Andrew O'Quinn 3 for 5 tonight with 2 runs scored. For the Braves, Alex Verdugo 1 for 2. He had a run and an RBI. Antonio Alvarez 2 for 5. He had the 3-run homer back in the first. Thought the Braves were off and running with that one. Again, 3 RBI for Antonio Alvarez tonight. Ozzie Albies 1 for 4 with 2 runs scored. Ashlis Dudley making his debut, 2 for 4. Alex Freeman was 1 for 4 with an RBI. And Jack Landry 1 for 4 with an RBI. Let's see. We had 4 errors on the day. Kind of a sloppy day. 2 by rookies making their debuts. Brian Abreu went 5 innings. 4th time this season in 12 starts that he does that. So he really is not going deep into games. 77 pitches in this one for him. 5 hits, 4 earned runs while walking 3, striking out 2. John Duplantier making his Braves debut. Not very memorable. 3 2/3, 8 hits, 4 earned runs. He walked 3, struck out 5. Winner of the game is Camilo Doval. Inning of work, gave up a hit, struck out 2. Juan Romero will take the loss for the Braves. He's 1 and 4 now. He went an inning of work, 2 hits, 1 earned run while striking out 2. Player of the game, Bobby Orr. Yep. Figured as much. Verdugo injured in a collision at the base. All right, so we're going to do a quick leave on this. In all honesty, well, Indians and Rockies got canceled for this game, and I'm just going to quick play this one. Phillies are going to win that one and sweep the series in this one. Adam Simber gets the victory. It's a 7-5 win for the Phillies over the Braves in that one. Tyler Olson earns his 14th win in that second game. Bryce Harper and Steve Farron with home runs in the victory. Antonio Alvarez, a second home run on the day. So with that, I got a bunch of trades to review, and before I do those, there's a solid chance no file tonight, guys, because I need to figure out, I want to try something, and it will take a bit for me to do it, and I don't have the energy in me for it tonight. So don't expect the file until tomorrow, and I am hoping to upload a full manual file that has everything together. I will ask you most likely to download this one time, and in the hopes that the next time you go to my server, you get back to the clean, usual way we do things. I haven't tried this, but I don't feel like it would change things, but you know, it's one of those, OOTP is temperamental enough, you'll just try it anyway. So, we're going to give it a try. But here's your standings through this sim as we are done with our sim days. Baltimore continues to lead by 3 over the Red Sox. Twins 3.5 over the Indians. The Astros 2.5 over the Angels. Angels and Mariners could be in any other division with the exception of the NL Central and West. And the Mariners could still be winning that division. Phillies, again, won 4 in a row now. That gives them a 2.5 game lead and 6 games over 500, which is a better record for them. The Nationals are only a game over 500 themselves. Cubs comfortably ahead on the Cardinals, and the Giants 3 games over the Padres. All right, gang, that is going to be it. Bull League is streaming tonight. And I think that's what I'll do. Let's go right over to him since he does the drops as well. So I'll set that up. And with that, again, thanks again. Bit of a long, stretched out night. Possibly mostly because of the rain out. But back to a little box. I will go. Fluff Kitty Ninjas do assassinate. And you're looking at their victim. So next time I can find some glue and tape, I'll put my head back on straight. We'll be back in front of you. Reminder, Thursday night, we're going to take off. I have a sudden commitment with family on Thursday evening. And rather than do an offline sim, I'm going to use that extra time to get aggressive. I'm working really hard on the draft pool, but I just feel like it's a losing battle. So it will give me more time to work on the draft pool. Next sim will be a 4-day sim on Sunday, and before I forget, Sunday will be good as far as I know. Yay, yes, Sunday will be good. It's the usual 10 a.m. coffee with the commish. But for now, how you think directs your life. When you think your best, you're going to be your best. So please go and do your best. Enjoy the rest of your night, and we will see you again soon. Over to Bull League we go. Have a great one. Peace.
You jackass!